semi-final, we are finally here, and wow, I'm hoping it's going to be a lot better than the semi-final between NTB and Shaky Dog, where the dice decided just to ruin a perfectly good semi-final. With me in the booth is Wyatt. Welcome, Wyatt.
Hello, welcome everyone.
Oh man, I'm just hoping, Wyatt, this is going to be a good game. You know, it has the recipe to be a good game, but I just hope Nuffle doesn't, ruin it for us, shall we say.
It will definitely be a good game. I'm all about
Yeah.
the positive energy. It will
Good.
be a good game, and anything could happen in Blood Bowl.
Excellent. Now, the thing is, obviously, Serious Jess could make history. He's never won it before, but he has won every single game. He's not drawn any, he's not lost any this season. Nobody's ever won the pros with wins all the way through. So, not only could it be the first time he's ever won it, it could also make history.
Right.
Clown Zombies in
season.
there. Yeah, perfect season. No one's ever done that before. Some people have got close, and if you believe the majority of the MML community, they expect Jess to win it. He's got a better team. He's not been beat this season. He's beaten Alma, who said he would win the championship. He beat him as well. Nobody can lay a finger on them. It's just, he can't lose, is what people are saying. Obviously, I've backed 10TB as well, so that means obviously Jesse should win. I've got Jesty's team up first of all. He is down as the favourite. I don't even think Serious Jess can spin it the other way. He's got his two wolves. He's got a leaping wolf as well. Now, one thing NTB is going to have to do. I don't think he played very well in the semi-final. I've even said this to him. I said, look, mate, Dice saved you in the semi-final. He had so many chances on the ball. And my concern, as I said to NTB, is, look, there's a leaping werewolf there. He's leaping into your cage on a 3+, so he's got to protect the ball better in the semi-final. The other good thing, though, if NTB is looking for some sort of hope, is obviously Serious Jest did say, he did come out and say he struggled when he lost one of his wolves for that drive. So if NTB can get rid of one of these wolves, all of a sudden this team is as deadly as it can be. It's got some mighty blows, obviously. It's got, how many has it got? 3, 4 mighty blow, but nothing crazy. Obviously, the wolves don't have mighty blow; they've got claw only. And like I say, this is a good
Claw
team.
doesn't mean that much.
Yeah,
for
it
rats,
doesn't. Not
so-
really. I mean, how are you looking at this? Do you think Serious Jess has just got to be teared up and win, or do you think the rats have got a chance? Because they're getting a lot of inducements.
The rats have definitely got a chance.
Yeah.
Their previous champion, they've got a one-turner. There's a reason their team is so much lower team value. That's by design.
Yeah.
So I don't think that means as much as it looks like. And like you said, if they get rid of one of those wolves, like there's 300 team value in one of those wolves, which is an amazing piece. But anything can happen in Blood Bowl, and I'm just really looking forward to seeing how it plays out. I definitely think that with Skaven, you can score touchdowns just like that. So it's to me it's pretty even. The teams look uneven, but I think it's going to be unpredictable.
I always think rats excel with loads of inducements. They don't need much to be deadly. They'll get the butt kicked, but I tell you what, they'll just score so quick. And the interesting thing what I like about things like this is NTB's been trying to get in Serious's Jest head. He did get into him in his semi-final. He got into him then. He's got into him all week. Tried to get into Jesty. And the thing is, I always think when I've seen Jesty streams, he can tilt. And if things start going wrong, the pressure of the final, people turn him on to just saying, you've just got to turn up to win. So he's got all that pressure on him. Meanwhile, NTB's won it. He's done it. He knows he's the underdog. He knows there's nothing to lose here. So mentally, he's already won the trophy. And that's a big weight off his shoulders. Where Jesse knows, oh my God, I might not get to the final again. I've got to make this count. And if I win, I've done something what not even Gardley's done, is win every single game and win the trophy. So there's a massive amount of pressure on, and I think NTB will try and get into Jess's head pretty early on. I'll just have a look at NTB's team. He has got that point and click one turner, so that's massive. I'll expect to see that maybe 10, 8, 10, 16 only. He has got a gutter runner missing, but he does have 2 others. I mean, that number 4, Toops, I can't pronounce it, Ramia. That's a wrestle strength 3 Gutter, Leap will be usually very dangerous. The problem is there's a good chance it might be Strength 4 ball carrier, but I would expect NTB will have a Wizard as well. Like I said, you look at the rats and there's not much there. It will be interesting to see what inducements it takes. I think they are key because you're going to have a lot of them. I would imagine one will be the Wizard. We'll probably see Glart with the Claw, the Strength 4 Claw to go with Raffi. Now, Raffi did roll a double, so that's massive. So he's now got Mighty Blow Claw. So that is really huge for the Rats. And he's got his data players still. He usually gets sent off first turn, but, you know, he's still got it. And obviously, what we've got to remember as well is NTB has been remanding Serious Jest that he obviously fouled and killed his favourite wolf in Shawn Michaels. So there's even that been going on, saying he's going to get his wolves as well. So NTB's really tried to get into Jesty's head. I don't think it's really worked, but I do also think that Jesty will be nervous, understandably, and the pressure is on him, and he will be nervous. So I'm expecting mistakes, and I think whoever holds it together the best will probably win. You know, unless they roll loads of double ones. So I'm
there is that. Yep.
Yeah, I mean there is that. Yes, we found in the Blitz final. So you never know. I'll see if they've started yet. Going into the game now. Right then. Okay, the inducements are Glart, Wiz, Big Rat, Babe, Apo. They are the inducements. Big Rat. I can see yes and I can see no for that. I don't know. Against Nasty Jester's team, I think I would have preferred a few more rats, but we'll see how it goes. Right, let's have a look at MML. Let's see. There they are. Hopefully, they won't have kicked off yet. If they have, I'll go back. But I'm now going into the game.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, man, here we go.
Another thing to factor in, I think, is that looking at the previous winners, is it 5 times Skaven have won?
Yeah,
so
Rats are
coaches
good at
aside,
doing it.
the Skaven have a pedigree of winning.
I think it's because Rats can score quite easy. That's the thing. They can score just like that. Where a lot of other teams have to really, earn it maybe is a strong word, but it's a lot harder for them to score. And like you say, NTB's more than just a point and click. I think a few people say that to him just to wind him up or give him a bit of friendly banter. It's a lot better than that. But it is going to be interesting to see what happens. I might have to just go back a bit because it was about 5 minutes ago he sent it, so we'll see. But I think this will be a slow game. Oh, in fact, here we go. Perfect. It looks like the Rats will go first. I don't know who won the toss, to be honest, because it doesn't tell me. But yeah, the Rats a funny one. I'll be honest. It's strength 6. It's frenzy. It's a lot of cash, though.
Having the 2-star players, of course, means he can put the 1-turner on the bench if he wants. Yeah,
I don't think he will. I think he'll have the 1-turner for here. But the problem he's got is he's got to be careful of that leaper, because that leaper on the 3+ can get to him. And obviously this rat team hasn't got guard, so he's going to be able to go in there. And not only, the thing we've got to remember is he could leap in, get the ball off him, and he could also injure obviously gut run as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how he's going to play this. I think personally he's going to just try and score, because he knows, if I score early, the pressure is all on Jesty, because then I was like, you've got the ball, Jesty, but guess what? You're losing, Jesty. You're losing. You're 1-0 down, Jesty. Look, did I tell you, you're losing? And that'll put the pressure on Jesty. And there we go. That's a riot. Yeah, but I think that's what it all is about. I always go into these big games. I'm pretty calm in finals. I'm lucky in that respect. But I always think, what does my opponent not want me to do? And scoring early with a wizard as well, that's not bad for the Rats. That puts the pressure back on, Jesty. He's gone straight for the ball. That's brave. He's like, and he's going back with it. Yeah, I don't mind that either, because that saves him from the werewolf.
He's got to go all the way back to stay away from that werewolf. He can't even be one step further than that.
Yeah, and if you just notice, there's another wolf right at the back here, Cruel Intentions. If you go right, he's right on his end zone, just in case anybody wants to know where the other wolf is, before someone says there's only one wolf on the pitch.
Sweeper.
Yeah. So, the Mighty Blow Claw does not work. See, to me, here I go already. It didn't take me long, did it? Turn 1. To me, I would have blitzed with him because then you could have hit him. At the moment now, he could get hit. And that's your most important piece. Why is that wolf so far back? I don't know. Is my honest. He's a sweeper at the extreme level. I do not know why he's that far back. Is my honest opinion. Clown. But yeah, I mean,
does he blitz with the star players? Do you think?
Yeah, probably. Oh, then again, it looks like he's going to try and hit a strength 4 piece. He'll probably go with the other one, Glart. Yeah, and he's going to have to use Juggernaut now. But the problem is, because the way that angle is now, he's going to have to push him into the rat. So this is not a good start. Two of his big players have both failed him. And again, it's the angle he went in with there. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue now. I mean,
he could have chose a different angle.
It could have done. There's a few things he could have done, I guess. I mean, the good thing about Big Rat is obviously he doesn't have wild animals, so he just moves wherever you want him. That's a good thing about him.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously, he's got
strength 6 as well.
Yeah. So I'm guessing what he's going to try and do here, and obviously because them two are in the chat, we can talk whatever. I think he's going to screen off both his gutters, and he's going to try and score next turn. I think personally. But again, he's got to be careful.
Two turns.
Yeah, but he's got to be careful because there's 2 wolves with friends here. He's got to be careful. He's now going down the. So.
What do you think? Do you think the 2-turn touchdown is safer than just going for the 1-turn touchdown and just getting it over with?
I think so. And obviously the good thing as well is 1-10 less as well. It's always tricky because, like, you know, a double 1 and you're in serious trouble, and it happens more than we care to thingy. But I mean, this is good from NTB. He's getting this nicely, but that's good. I mean, if he wants to leap in and try and surf glide, he can, but it'll be a 1 die. Well, it can be 1 die into a red die. So he's marked that well as NTB. So well done there, sir. And now he's wrestled. Yeah, that's really nice. That's really nicely done. And obviously the really good pieces didn't get a POW, but the typical lineman with no skills gets a POW. Let's see if he breaks armor. He doesn't when he bases up. Don't know why he based up there.
I mean,
oh, he got it anyway.
That won't make much difference here to Jest. He's got zombies to spare sitting on the bench. So.
I was going to say, why did he move him up to give 1 die when he could have had 2 die? Then I realised it's NTB #hot dice. How silly of me. So, you know, hey, mere mortals like me would need the 2 die. He just needs 1, and there we go, and that's what happens. There's an injury straight off the bat. And that's because of the positioning of the player, and he's been punished for it. So that's a really good start for Jesty. He's got plenty on the bench. There's 2 lamb rats on the bench for NTB, but that's a good start. And that was Mighty Blow coming in nicely there as well. But again, to me, if I'm playing rats, I don't want anything based up unless they have to be based up. You know, and that unfortunately was based up for no reason.
It's only a loner, but it makes a big difference to the positioning. I think here he can screen off now the 2-turn attempt.
Yeah, I mean there
make it difficult for the gutter runner to pass it.
Yeah, and it's not just that as well. It's a case of that you use them as a screen to protect your best players. You know, but yeah, that was disappointing for obviously the NTB there. It's been interesting what he does here. I mean, I'd be tempted to probably take out his Mighty Blow piece. He's offered it up as a bit of a snack. And then maybe, you know, he has. I mean, I'm a sucker for stuff like that. I'm like, you're gonna taunt me with that? I'll take it. It'll be interesting what he does, because the way I'm looking at here is if the only way NTB doesn't score is if the dice say so. I can't get to him.
Okay.
Oh, here comes the goal. Going for the piece.
I mean, with the advantage of having that wolf way back is he might be able to get his players around to create a column defense.
Oh, and that's another one gone. KO this time. And Jesty already is getting some good removals. 2 hits, 2 removals. And the Mighty Blow is going nicely. So yeah, he can, if he wants to, he can screen off here. And that is obviously the only problem is when you go down the side, isn't it? When you go down the side, people can screen off like this. And that can put you in a bit of bother. Clown says he likes Mighty Blow on that goal. Yeah.
It's a strange kind of defense here.
Yeah, I think. Oh, well, I think he's sort of like saying, "Hey, I used you." I think he's saying you want the 2 touchdown. Have it. I'm just going to come back and score. I mean, I think the key here is the wizard use. I mean, Almy is an awful wizard against Jesty. I'm praying NTB doesn't make the same mistake, because that is going to be big. And this is crazy. That's 3 removals from 3 hits. And again, that as well goes down to you're basing it with rats. You're giving him 3 hits. You're only AV7. So in a way, you're asking for these removals because you're giving him hits. What really did you need to be based? I don't know. Maybe he's worried that they'll crash into the side. But the thing is, it doesn't matter because you screened off so well for the 2-turn attempt anyway. I just think, this is when you're playing a dangerous game with rats. I mean, you can be aggressive with rats, but then you can be suicidal with them as well. And I just think, that's a few hits too many what he should have given, and he's been punished for it.
Yeah. And Jess played right to the end of the 2 minutes there. He didn't have any time left for the last movement. So I think he's spending a lot of time maybe adapting his strategies. It's not what he planned for.
Ooh, wow, what the... He is... I tell you what, he's much braver than me. Here he goes, straight away. Nothing else. Don't worry about it. Got it done, lads. I like that, but I'll be honest, NCB's a lot braver man than me. Oh, man. Yeah. I'd have feared the worst there, I won't lie. Well, the touchdown's there if he wants it. It's a couple of GFIs, I think, or 1 GFI, I should say. Oh, no, it's not even a GFI. Nice. Oh, yeah, he's gonna try... Oh, God, if this is double skull, he's in serious trouble. Got the power.
Yeah, he wants a removal, too.
Yes, but... Oh, I'm a bit of that. Oh, he's injured him, but guess what? Regen works!
That's big.
He regen goes, yeah. What was that? Tickled me. Didn't matter. But again, you see, to me, that was like the only way he was. I mean, wasn't that a blodger just hit as well? So it's like in my brain, I'm like, right, I've got a load out. I'm going to try and hit him. I need a pow. But if I double skull it, I'm going to probably lose the ball. But he says, I'm going to do it anyway. And he gets him. But that's huge because if that was a removal and he didn't come back, that could have. Oh God, that would have been huge. That would have been huge.
Yeah.
So
and if you don't get that opportunity, you never know. He's done it once. He might get it again, but it's unlikely.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of like a bit. NTB's like, yes, oh no, sort of like pleasure and pain all in one there, wasn't it? Like, come on, oh you've got to be kidding me. I never see Jess fail regen. He obviously does. Oh God, he is more brave with loners than I am. I'll be honest. My little go. See, that's why Hantavirus wanted to leave NTB's team. Because, look at his poor gutter. He's got the ball. He wants to score. And if something goes wrong, he's going to get absolutely smashed. And again, I mean, I wonder how this is playing in 10 TBs. He's like, I've got Mighty Blow. I've used Mighty Blow. It didn't work. And he's got to score now. Here we go. The first touchdown in the game goes to NTB and Rodentia. Now, the question is, will he have enough players on the pitch so he can hide his one-turner? He's got 1 babe, I do believe. Well, it's better than none. Let's have a look what happens. One of them comes back. I don't think he has enough. He doesn't have enough. So he has to stay on the pitch. That's music to the ears of Jesty. NCB will claim who's going to keep him on the pitch anyway. So we know that's what he's going to say. But yeah, and again, that was because, he gave a few hits too many. But, he's 1-0 up. He's got the wizard. It's just about getting that wizard off, because he knows if he gets that wizard off and you can turn him over and score, he's got one hand on the cup. If you go 2-0 up with rats and you've got a one-turner as well as a safety, you've got to feel at least nervously confident of winning it. The question now is, because he's lost a lot of good rats, the rubbish rats, is like where I'm going to put stuff now.
Yeah, I think that even though he's 1-0 up, I still think that this is how serious Jess probably would want to see this beginning. This is still part of his game plan. Let the rats score, but get removals in.
Yeah.
So.
definitely. I mean, he got so many removals off that first lot of hits. It was crazy. And he's got speed as well. He's got strength 4 with speed, so, you know. That is a massive strength of this Necro team. 3 strength 4 players, and all 3 of them could easily carry the ball. And then you've got Gould as spare.
Yeah.
And he's at an agility 4 white as well. So he's got plenty ball handlers. It's just like, who wants it?
He's got options.
Yeah. I mean, Gedley said he's happy to let MTB score there. Yeah, it is. It is. Obviously, the Wizard is the worry. The Wizard is the worry. It's when the Wizard is used and if the Wizard works. That is what NTB will have to decide on, because while it's got that Wizard, he's going to be thinking, yeah, I've got a chance here. I mean, the other way I would look at it if I'm NTB is like, right, I'm 1-0 up. Even if I go in half time 1-1, if I can keep my 1-10 and safe till 10-16, and even if Jess scores to make it 2-1, I can still make it 2-2. Then it's a flick of a coin after that. So, you know, when you're such an underdog, I always think of things like that. Is how can I somehow, you know, get myself there? So, and this is the thing about having Big Rat. He's a nice piece, but he's took a lot of cash. So that could have been filled with loads of like little crappy rats sort of thing he could have had, or you know, he could have got some DP mech rats or just lamb rats or any sort of rats. You know, so.
Do you think that having one already, that the psychology might come into it, and that NTB might just go for broke, use the Wizard early, maybe try and get 2-0 up?
I mean, I think if the option is there, he will. I would personally try and play it as late as possible, the Wizard, because if I say, for instance, I turn him over, I don't know, 10-4-5, he's still got another 3 turns to make it 2-1. He then scores on his drive 2-2, and then we're back to like, well, is my 10-16 guy going to do it, or am I going to lose the toss in overtime? So the later he can use it, the better, and obviously we talk about mind games as well. Jesty, like anybody, will not like rats having a Wizard over him. It'll change the way it plays. As soon as that Wizard's gone, I mean, we could even have Blitz here, who knows. Soon as that Wizard's gone, he'll feel a lot better. He'll want that Wizard to come up and get over and done with. So
I mean, you see how the rats are all bunched together. It's more difficult to bunch your players together when you know the other team has a Wizard, because you're worried about it.
Yeah. But again, Jester gets a nice kick-off event. He'll be praying no perfect defense there. He hadn't set himself up for a blitz, so if there was a blitz, he was in trouble, big time. But that's not come. So everything, you know, I think Jester will be happy. He got his wolf injured. He regened. I think everything's going the way for Jester at the moment. He's got nothing to be alarmed at. You know. Yeah. So.
And also NTB, he scored. Rats, they get injured. That's just the way it goes. So I think this is still really what both coaches probably were expecting.
Yeah. DeMarco says, the bot thought you called him huge at CL. What? You'll have to explain yourself, DeMarcos. I have no idea what you're on about there. The bot thought you called him huge at Clown. Oh, I don't know. I don't think it's to do with us. So yeah, I mean, if he can get a couple of removals here, then obviously he's got a great chance. But yeah, that good rat being out really helps Jesty, because he can have a shot at this gutter runner.
I think he's set up here so that he can push the loner line rats back and forth, and get several hits at them.
I would have. Oh, here we go again and again. I mean, I think every hit's done a removal so far. I don't think we've had nothing that hasn't removed anything yet. You know, people was like saying about NTB's hot dice. Well, I don't know how much hotter you can get with Jesters at the moment. Every hit's just a removal. I mean, yes, these are mighty blow hits, but you know, it's just bang, off you go, bang, off you go, and again another mighty blow hit here. And if I'm NTB now, I'm like, oh my god, is this because what happened in the semi-final? And another armor break, and another KO, and the are mostly KOs, but again, he's not. Every hit he's done is remove something. That is some I mean, you know, every hit.
Yeah, there is I think the one Blood Visor Babe for NTB.
There is.
Maybe we're thinking now he wishes he'd picked 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. like I said, I'm really interested how he's going to use Big Rat. I really am. I totally understood where he was coming from with Glat. I totally got that, especially with Claw as well and Juggernaut. Frenzy can be, good, and it is strength 6. And another armor break, but guess what? This time it's just a stun. But again, man, this is going to be really frustrating for NCB. Yeah, they are AV7, and a lot of them are getting hit by Mighty Blow, but crikey. This is just mental. And the thing is, as well, we're losing all these players. All of a sudden, as NCB, like, well, what do you want to do? I can't be too aggressive at the moment because everything he hits is killing. He's just breaking. And now, obviously, he's left his Stormverming Superstar out there, so he's going to get clobbered next.
With every player that goes off the pitch, the wizard becomes less and less of a threat because you can't do as much with it.
No, I mean, the way it's going at the moment, I'd be pretty much tempted to wait till second half to use a wizard. If I've got my numbers back, But this is not a good start for him. I mean, I understood why I wanted to score early. I get that. But every hit's just being a break in armor. It's crazy. But I suppose your rats can do all sorts. Oh, is that just it's a 2-die because it's strength 4. Oh, he fails. Ooh. And he'll push him. I presume he'll push him backwards. Oh, he doesn't. Again, don't get that. Don't get it.
Again, he's left that zombie to get hit there.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
Well, I think he's thinking if I put him on the zombie, then he's not going to hit one of my nice pieces with it. But to be honest, I'd be looking to use my Mighty Blow Claw piece if I can. Oh, there we go. There's a fumble. He needs a 3+, rolls a 2. He's probably gone with that guy because of the wizard in play. He doesn't want his superstar will to get bolted. So, I sort of understand.
I'm going to go for just one moment.
Yep, okay.
And I'll be right back.
No problemo. So, see what he's going to do. But at least he's got a shot there. It's a 2-die anyway on the zombie. I certainly would be taking that one. Right, ironically, I think someone's at my door, so bear with me, guys. We're back in a sec. Oh, there you go. Just before I go, there's a stun. Not a removal, though, but could have been worse. Right, so sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I've just had to... someone just came to the door, so I was like, I'm gonna have to go as well. He hit that zombie and he stunned it. So.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Right, so I think
that's what happens.
Yeah, it does. This is what's going to happen. I think this is what. Yeah, this is exactly what I do. I think he basically protected it from getting claw hit. But the question, he's going to 3-roll that.
Ooh.
3 rerolls, I'm rerolling that. I don't want my best piece yet. There we go. Well played, NCB.
Yeah.
And like he put the claw on there, just to stop that Juggernaut piece from hitting him. But he was always going to hit with a Mighty Blow piece if he could anyway. And he's not going to stand firm because he won't want to get fouled. Now, can Mighty Blow do something with claw? No, is after all that. So it's a bit of a bummer for him. So.
That would have took his armor 9 down to armor 6, essentially, wouldn't
it? No, 7, isn't it?
With claw? 7, but then the Mighty Blow.
Yeah. No, it'd still be 7. Because you need to be 1 over, haven't you? You've got to be 1 over.
Right, okay.
So you'd roll a 7, you wouldn't break armor, but you Mighty Blow +1 gives you 8, so you would, so it's +7. It's 7. The way he needed it, didn't he? He so needed that to. It's like, God damn it, die! Just die! He's not dying! But, you know, I think it's the right call. He didn't want to leave his claw piece on there. He was well worth the risk. This is what I see a lot by rat teams. They go down the side and say, and if they think they can't do it, they say, go on then, you can have it. We'll wait till the second half. And then you end up chasing them for the rest of the half. They come back! I need to break you! But, yeah.
But even from that position on the side there, those gutter runners can reach pretty much the whole pitch. So
and Big Rat doesn't know what he's doing. He's confused. Get the bloody big bland thing off. You might as well see where he's going then. But yeah, he's obviously gone there because he didn't want to. I don't think he would have given a shot on his killer, would he? Not really. Not without a dodge. Aggressive from NTB there? Aggressive? I don't think so. He went for the stand firm piece. I mean, like, I'm well known for not going for stand firm pieces. You know, easy 3-die with tackle there. Oh, you're on about the gut runner.
They never seem to get injured, do they? Pretty tough.
No, not usually. Now, this is interesting. Now becomes a 2-die, unless he sidesteps somewhere he shouldn't.
He sidesteps, yeah, how much movement does the wolf have left?
Oh, now then, that's beautiful. Clown's obviously saying he was aggressive, he obviously meant this gut runner, and I like it. He really did risk it. And that's, to be fair, to NTB, that's really good call that, because everything on that's been hit has been removed, and he still hasn't put him off, putting one of his gut runners in harm's way. So, you know, kudos, a lot of credit there for NTB for doing that. And that now makes it a bit more awkward for Jesty because... he failed it! No, then, if this is another one, then we could see the wizard pretty quickly.
This is huge.
His heart would have been in his mouth then. Oh my god, that wizard would have come off so quick. Wow, heart-stopping moments.
That gutter runner really causing problems for that wolf.
He is causing problems. Just what we want to see, a proper game. We don't want a boring 2-1 grind. We want to see carnage, excitement, anything else. Because we're not playing, so we love it. It's only when we're playing that we want it nice and easy.
Yeah, it's not our pixels that die.
Yeah. I don't really think NTB will be that bothered because they're retiring, so, you know, might as well leave it on the pitch, sort of thing. Jesse, on the other hand, obviously, this team's coming back, but... So he's made Jesse have to move, I like this. And Jesse's done well, he said, right, I'm not messing here. We're going to go to this side, and I'm going to... If you want to try and bolt me or wizard me, go on, do it. Because your best pieces are at the other side of the pitch. I ain't scared of this. Yep. So nicely played from Jesse as he counters the little hiccup he had with the gut run over there. And again, now you can see he's just put that one a bit further up there, and see what he does. 25 seconds left though, Jesty. Oh, see, and this is what's really messing with Jesty's head now. Look where he's positioned all his players. Is like, right, I've got to have them spread out a bit because you know there's a fireball.
He's worried about the wizard. Yeah, worried about the fireball.
So as long as he's got that wizard, it's going to mess with Jess's head. So I would keep it as long as I could, unless I thought, right, if I use it now, I win the game, or you know something like that. That's when you should be thinking of using it. If you think you've got 50-50, it's too early to make that call. Just hold it. I like what he's done there, Jesse. He's trying to get this gut runner in trouble. He's obviously already used one reroll already as well. And obviously if he fails a dodge, he could end up injuring himself. I'll cry if he uses his wizard now. I won't lie. I'll cry. I'll cry proper mantis if this wizard comes out right now, because there's no way he's getting this ball back. And the other good thing about as well with him...
timing.
And the good thing about him spreading this cage like this is, if he does say, I don't know, bods the wolf, there's very little chance of it bouncing onto another player and then bouncing out the cage. So that's quite smart. So it also does that as well. So there's no way the wizard's coming in now. Thank you for the follow, Metrin. I can't pronounce that. I won't lie, Metrinqua. I don't know. I always kill names. My apologies, but thank you anyway for the follow. Much appreciated. The goals are still. He's going for that wolf, isn't he? He wants that wolf.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him.
Carry on causing problems.
Well, he's going to hit with his might blow claw. That's what it's going to do.
Ah.
The problem is, has that got dodged that one? I don't think it has it? Has it? No, it hasn't got... Oh, yeah, this is NT being very smart. And as well, look what he's got. Instead of dirty player rats in the distance, so if he knocks it down, could we have another Shawn Michael incident? Where he kills a werewolf? We could, couldn't we? But he's like, I'm not really bothered about the ball, to be honest. I want that wolf. And if that's his philosophy, I can definitely see a reroll used here. I mean, but he's got to be careful, because, he has, that white's got guard. So he's got to make sure he comes in the right way. Because at the moment, if he comes in the wrong way, it's only a 1 die. And Big Rat said...
Oh, Big Rat come over. Not interested in defending the ball.
Yeah, he's like,
all, is he?
This guy looks alright. He looks as ugly as me. I'll talk to him. Yeah, this is it. So this is where having a 1-turner really can, can be a false sense of security, though, because he's like, I got 1-turner, you go and score, I'll see you second half. It's not really bad what he's doing, though, I don't. He's not going to go for the goal, surely not.
You know, he hasn't moved to the 1-turner yet, though, and I think the 1-turner might be blitzable.
Oh, there you go, them hot dice don't weigh a time. He fails a GFI, he gets another shot, and it fails.
Just the push.
And that's all because he had to take the extra square, so he didn't get the 1 die. Well, this now becomes problematic, and that's quite problematic even more so now. Yeah, that is not what he wanted. Oh, that's nice for him, though. Get away, sneaky, sneaky rat. But now all of a sudden, he went hunting for the wolf. Now the wolf can maybe hunt for the claw. It's going to be interesting. Now he's come back in. It's very indecision from NTB. I thought it might have been the other way. He's left his gutter there. Wow, okay. Can that gutter get hit? No. No, it can't. It can't get hit there. Can it get hit there? No. No, perfect. Can't get hit by any of them. Well played.
Where does he prioritise here? Does he keep his players protecting the ball, or does he send them over for this street fight that's happening over the other side of the pitch?
I don't know. I don't
know either.
I think, basically, don't be surprised if you don't see a wizard coming. It depends where this ball ends up. If this ball's down the side, it's alright. I don't think the wizard will come. But I know how crazy NTB can be, and he has no qualms of dropping something on here. The 1-turner picks the ball up, throws it over to the other side. Because don't forget, this, what is he, agility 5? Is this 1-turner?
Oh, yeah.
So, he ain't bothered going through tackle zones, usually.
So you think maybe just the bolt, the lightning bolt, then he picks it up?
Yeah, yeah. And that's the other thing as well. When I said, well, if he does bolt it, it won't bounce onto one of his other players. The downside to that is, well, then it'd be on the floor. So then an agility 5 gutter would usually come in and pick the ball. But I personally wouldn't do it. I think there's too much risk involved. Because you'd have to bolt, make sure the bolt works, make sure the scatter's pretty decent, then pick the ball up, then get out into the tackle zone, then throw it to his guard. The guy's got to catch it, then go to score. Quite a lot to do, or you can just wait for a better opportunity. What I think I would do. The big question is what is Jess going to do? It's nicely positioned the way he's done it, protecting his claw piece. The only problem is he put the ghoul back there. So, not the ghoul, sorry, the gutter runner. So he could actually hit with the... in fact, he's not going to. He's going to go the other way with the wolf. He's going to try and take out Glat. Yeah, and he's got the POW, and most of these hits have been removals, so NTB will be worried, but Glat has made as much staying as stuff, and now he gets a 2-shot on the gut runner as well. Without tackle, so he's bound to roll POW. That's usually how it works in Blood Bowl. And obviously that guard on that white, oh no, he's decided to run. Oh, he's run away. Run away! Nicely played. I think both. Oh, there you go. What I say about the POW. I said, hey, he's got no turn over there. The POW.
Yep.
This is a worry. This is Apple worthy if it breaks. I'm just putting it out there now. Even if it's a badly hit, I'm Apple-ing this. Nothing. Nothing.
He's fine.
So maybe the crazy dice have gone a bit now. Oh, look at that. And that's great play from Jesty. It gave him the option of a 1 die. He rolled it, and he got a pow on it. And these poor Lamb Rats have been getting smashed so far. Can this Lamb Rat do something different and stay on the pitch? He can. Wow. So, interesting. Well, I think he's just going to let him
piece
score.
Forward now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is he going to put the one toner? That's what I was just wondering, because the wolf with tackle now.
Well, he'll put him where the rat ogre, behind the rat ogre, something like that. He can make it safe if he wants.
That's nowhere safe. Nah, it's movement 9. He can find a way.
Yeah, he can find a way if he wants to risk it. If he wants to risk leaping in a wolf, fine, do it. I'm going to beat the crap out of it if I get on the floor, though.
True. He's got no sidestep, so at the moment he's frenzy, couldn't he? If it's surf him.
He could. There's a lot of things what could happen here. I don't think Jess will risk it. I think it's like, I just think, really? Nah. Here comes again.
Probably not.
Why would you go that way? Why would you? I don't understand. Why would you go that way? That now. Does he just not like his rats? Does he just not like them? Does he just want them beat up? I mean, if it had hit the other way, then, maybe he's trying to counter Seth, maybe bully him into it. But I don't know. That's all I can think of. I'm trying to think of why he would do that. All I can think of is because it's only like he's got loads of players around him. He's thinking, well, if I can't knock him down, I'm going to try and set him up for the next 10 Seth. It's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty certain it's going to be 1-1 half time here. But he's got that wizard. He's got the 1-turn option. So I like what NTB's doing. He's trying to take out good pieces. It's just not come off for him at the moment. And Jess is obviously in cruise control. This will help Jess because he's like, look, I'm going to be nicely safe over here. Is he dangling that out there? Is he trying to entice a wolf to come back? For that to me, that's like, come on, here, kitty. I would like, and we'll weigh up that big rat. Does his job on a 2 die, gets the pow. Can he break a golem? That is the question. It's Jerry Maguire. Show me the money. He'll be hoping to be shouting, "Show me the trophy" at the end. We'll soon find out. AB9 uses a thing. Oh God! Oh, Jerry Maguire! I can't show you the money, I can't show you the trophy, but I can show you the way to the knockout dugout. And away he goes. And that's the end of that one. So finally, after 6 turns, they get a removal. Well, alright, he got the wolf, I admit. But he gets a lasting removal, maybe. The dare player's got... Now that dare player gets effed. I think, really, NTB's daring him. It's like, come on, Wolfie. Come on. You can save this nice rat here. You can pow my lovely gut runner. Just come into our playfield. Leave all your friends over there. Shawn Michaels wants to say hi. That's what he's trying to do. He's saying, come on. Curiosity killed the cat. No, Curiosity tried to kill the wolf. That's what I think he's trying to do. And it's to me to see how Jess. I don't think Jess will bite. I wouldn't. I don't think Jess. I mean. Jess just wants to score, doesn't he? He wants the TD.
Yeah, I think he might go for it. I'd be tempted. Get the ball safe as you possibly can, and then you've got to blitz something. And if you've got a chance of blitzing the 1-turner, I take it.
That's too dangerous, surely.
Yeah, I live fast.
But oh dear. It's like I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna hit that.
Yeah.
Oh dear. These line rats have been taking a pounding as they should do. Fuzzy Cheeks? Oh, look at that from Fuzzy Cheeks. But all of a sudden, the armor's starting to hold for the rats. They finally found the sticky tape or the duct tape to put the armor together. I can't see him use his wolf. I know. Everyone in the crowd, everyone in the street is like, shut it, Betty. We want it. We want it. Here he comes. Oh, he's
come for the side.
Come to me. I'm going to kill you. And he does get the pow. That's unfortunate for the rats because they'd have hoped to have used at least another piece of movement. Now then, is it worth it? Will Whitefair break the gutter runner in half and for his audacity. No. All of a sudden, it's funny how Blood Bowl, isn't it? He had them first 6 hits, all removals, and now he can't buy one. But you can just. But I mean,
this is actually looking like NTB's got a pretty good team for the second half. So
depends on the babes as well, isn't it? It depends on the babes as well. Here comes the defense. Protect the wolf. Now, here's a smart thing here. He might overcompensate here to protect the wolf. If he does, I expect the gut runners to put pressure on the wolf with the ball. Because if he can make him score 10-7, that's almost like winning the bloody lottery. That means he gets a crack at a 110, 2 chances to get his KOs back with a bib. I see this so many times where, this happens, and then the gutters who pretend to be scared end up bombing up. That one person alone won't protect him. I expect the gutters runners to come flying.
Yeah, he's just there to pick it up maybe if he gets lightning bolted, but I think you're right. They might try and cut those 2 players off.
I don't think he's going to do an Alma. I don't think he's going to bolt him in a position like this. I'd hope not. I would. Well, look at these dice! Look at that! What? What? That is insane. They were the dice for the gutter. The gutter can't get it.
I don't think his feet touched the ground. He just floated past.
Oh, now he's just showing off. I would want to see these gutters go flying now and put pressure on the ball. I would be like, saying, right, I'm coming in. I'm going to stop you. Simple as that. Make him try and score 10-7. He's got the speed to shut this down, completely shut this down. So he has no option but to score 10-7. He's overcompensated, protecting his wolf. If I'm NTB now, I'm flooding everything forward because he just doesn't have enough players to stop me. It depends if NTB, how brave he is. He seems to be a brave guy. But that one Terran core, they've got to fly. You've got to fly for the ball.
Well, it could come down to the fact that he's won it before and he's willing to take more risks.
Yeah. I always think good Skaven players though are very good at risking stuff. They don't care. They've got like nerves of steel, where other mere mortals are like, where other mere mortals are like, I might hurt my best player. You got 2 apples. To me, if I don't know what he's thinking. I would be flooding this. I'd be like, Jester, you made an error, boy. You wanted to protect your wolf. Guess what? I'm bringing the whole lot. There we go. Now we go in.
Yeah. Big rat might go back.
Yeah, everything is going to go back. Everything's coming. I would try and... I would have liked to try and have put something on that golem or something. Try and stop him from forming a cage. I mean, obviously what Jess is going to do, he's going to probably bring his wolf back and set a cage now. He really needs to block the golem and all that. And he could have possibly done that with a few of the faster pieces. It's going to be interesting what he does here. Oh, no. Well, no. Where's he going? He's going to get clobbered by a Wyatt. And he's done a GFI as well.
Yeah. He's all about keeping him safe.
But he's not safe. That's the thing. You put him in danger. Oh, there's a nice pow. That helps. Can he break the goal? Always be my baby. Well, how about always be my clawfist baby? But it's just a stunt. He's fine. Maybe hit him again next time. He might even foul him. Who knows? I think he's missed a tricky. I thought he was going to just send the full thing. He's only got 13 seconds, so whatever he's going to do, he's going to have to do it. Well, all right, he's going to try and kill the white. Fair enough. Ain't going to get you, white. Well, his Might Blow Claw piece hasn't done nothing yet. But he's going to have another shot. And again, where he's gone for the... where he's hitting from, the angle, if he doesn't get him down, he has this time, but again, he's still on the pitch. If it had not knocked him down, he's put his gut runner in danger. And I just think you're giving needless hit, or risking giving needless hits here, when you shouldn't be. You only AB7 or... But we'll see. He's kept the gut down.
I didn't pick up the gutter runner though.
This seems to be a bit of a mismatch. He probably ran out of time. He had a really good option here to like really force Jess to score 10-7, and he's just blown it. I mean, he just decided to run his gutters away, What's fine, you know. I mean, that's one way of keeping him safe, I guess. He's left one on the floor. Yeah, I think he's missed the trick there. I think he had a great chance to make Jess score. He won't now. There's no reason to. There's no danger now. He's not going to be scared of that rat ogre.
It can be an inconvenience, but I don't think it's going to stop him.
No, I wouldn't be scared of that. And it's a loner as well. And I haven't got block. And I'm just going to tag it if need be. It's not an issue.
It's AG3 though.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Still
a bit of a YOLO.
Yeah, I wouldn't be scared of it. If he wants to try and YOLO and dodge and kill itself, by all means. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed there. It'd be interesting to see what Guidley would have done. If Guidley's in the chat, would you send your gut runners and everything, try and force the score, or would you have done what NTB did, come down here? Obviously, Guidley's a very good rat player. It'd be interesting to see what he would have thought. I just think, you know, you had the opportunity there to force the score, and you've got a wizard as well. You would have put him in all sorts of trouble thinking what to do. And you could even stop the score if it had stalled. I just think he's played into his hands here by giving him a nice, easy 10-7, 10-8. But that's just me. If I'm Jesty, I'm extremely happy at the moment. He's not had to do now, Jesty. Yeah, Girdley, yeah, I'm really happy Girdley agrees. I'm thinking, I'll check with Girdley. If Girdley agrees, I know what I'm saying is right. If he doesn't, I'm talking rubbish. Yeah, see, we knew. Me and White knew. We was all in. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, it just seemed that's the way rats do, isn't it? You know, and he's got a wizard as well, and you just think, if you score 10-7, I've got 10 to, you know, get more KOs back, and I've got a chance to score. You know? I would have marked with 110 and blitzed the leap. Could they both make it? Uh-oh, this is problems. That's a reroll, and he gets him. This could be big. This is Apo big. Game night. I would have been in his mouth then. Yeah, so now, I mean, he hasn't got anything, has he? He's got... Hang on, wait. How fast is that big rat?
I do think the big rat can still cause problems.
Oh yeah.
If he gets a good blitz, if he gets next to the bull carrier, strength 6 with tail, it could cause some problems.
3+ dodge.
Why not? 2
GFRs for 2 down the ball is what the rat ogre's got. And if he fails, he's probably got to kill himself or get safe to fail following turn.
Nah, I reckon he blitzes one of the other pieces and then marks up the ball carrier, because at strength 6 it's going to be difficult to move him.
Yeah.
But it's still not optimal, is it? But it's a thing.
It's not, but it's a better chance than it should have, I guess.
If he blitzes the wolf strength 4 and knocks it out, he doesn't have dodge, and then he goes next to the other wolf. I think that's only agility 3 wolf. Jest will only have a 2 red die against it.
Hey, it's only got agility 3 wolf as well, so it's not agility 4 wolf.
Yeah, so that's 4+ against the tail.
And he's agreeing with you, definitely agreeing with you. There's the POW.
Yeah, he's got the POW.
He's going to have to get JFI though, that's the problem. But if he could even remove this piece out the game or KO him, that would be huge.
It's a mighty blow.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see this piece removed, because this is a superstar game.
Get out of here!
It is KO.
Well, that's the end of Gumtusk, but now it's a JFI. He has to take the JFI and pray the big rat doesn't become a big flop. This is where your brain's saying, I don't want to do it! And there you go! But he has to, and he failed it, but he has a reroll if the loader comes in! This is huge! Hot dice! How we got hot dice? He needs his hot dice! Come on, hot dice! No, it's a double 1! And now we've got to see the armor break, and it's a 2 and a 4. He had to do it, and Jest gets away with murder!
Yep.
Very, very lucky, Jesty. Very lucky. And he goes, I'll just go to score now. Thanks very much. Unlucky for NTB. Unlucky. It was nicely played. Obviously, I totally agreed the way you went with it there. You know,
it was worth a try.
It was definitely worth a try, wasn't it? Definitely worth a try. Although, you know, Man, that was close. I so wanted that to tag just because of the excitement value. He got rid of the wolf. You know.
And if that wolf doesn't wake up from the knockout, then that's still a big win.
It is frustrating though, because like I say, it's a final and people will make mistakes, and you know, it's unfortunate because you thought Nuffle would have gone, that was quite a good play there, NTB, I'll reward you, but he was like, nah man, not having that. Not having that. I hear that you've got a bit of hot dice, I've got to change that. We're not having people thinking you're hotter than me. Have a one, and then have another one if you decide to learn, you know. Unfortunate, because it looked like he wasn't going to get a shot. He then did get a shot, and like I said, this 4+ KO is going to be huge, as will be the KOs for NTB. It does have a bit, but as we've seen before, sometimes that doesn't work. I think we're going to get a 3 die in the dead player here. That's fair enough with a reroll, pretty safe. I feel bad for NTB there. I mean, it was unfortunate. Oh, there's an injury. I don't think he's gonna. Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
well,
let it go.
Gone now.
No, I was like, would I have put? I don't know. I might have done. You know, I've already lost loads of players.
You like the fouling players.
No, I just like Nutcracker. I just like Nutcracker. I just like Nutcracker. He's a lovely little guy. You know, I mean, he's my best bud. You know, but I just think with foulers, they're really important in these sort of games, especially when he's a massive underdog. But he's saving him for his cruel intentions. Well, it was a bit of a cruel intention for NCB. It is what it is, though. That's why I hate big guys. Don't like loner ones. So 1-1. It looked like he was going to be 1-1 for most of that half, and then at the end we got a bit of excitement with the Rat Ogre who then fluffed his lands.
Yeah.
So
I think Jess would have been.
Look at that! The wolf is
when
back.
That Rat Ogre went down.
The wolf is back. The golem isn't. Two rats are back for the Skaven though. It still means his 110 is going to be on there. Clan Zombie's not happy. He didn't go into the posts. I ain't bothered about that. But yeah, the thing is, well, he paid all this money for the big Rat Ogre. For him to do that, you know, but like you said, if he'd have actually tagged on there, and with the other wolf gone, it would have been excited because it would have been a 4+ dodge, and it'd just be more exciting. In the end, the Rat Ogre decided to roll a 1, and it's always that, because we saw the pause. NTP was like, I don't want to do it, but he was like, I'm gonna have to do it. I have to do it, but I'm gonna roll a 1, so I don't want to, but I am gonna do it. Then he rolls it, and no, I told you to get a 1. I knew I should have done it. You know, look, you also have hot dice. Look at this 1, and then another 1. You know, so he'll be like ticking a bit at the moment. I'd be sacrificing my frenzy piece for that Mighty Blow Claw piece for a definite. There's no way my Mighty Blow Claw piece is gonna be on that LOS or the. He fancies his frenzy piece more than the claw piece. Okay, I personally don't, but he also thinks the strength 4 piece with frenzy is better. The big rats game, what am I here for? I'm strength 6 and I got frenzy. Don't I count? But yeah, okay, so it's 2 claw pieces are both on there. That's interesting. Strength 4 frenzy is obviously still trying to pressurize the frenzy, I guess. Interesting. But that was a shame. Jesty got away with it there.
When do we see the wizard? Early in the half? Later in the half?
I think whenever.
I think early in the half.
I think whenever it gives him a good shot.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is like, Jesty's played this game perfect. You know, he's done everything right. And there's that one little thing where he let that Brat Ogre get to him. And he needed that little bit of luck from Nuffle, and he said, go on then. You can have it. But this is why these sort of games are so hard, because he's played it perfect all the way through that half, and that just that little bit of, you know, error, as I would call it, and he almost got away with it. But I would have been with Geidler though. The time before, I would have flooded all my gutters. I'd have flooded everything, going, you're gonna have to score, Jesty. There's no ifs about it. You're gonna have to score. But he didn't do that. Yeah. But then Jess didn't tie up the Rat Ogre, so then he got the chance with the Rat Ogre, but unfortunately he failed the GFI. It's just them little things, isn't it? But overall, I think, you know, Jesty deserves to be at least drawing, so it's all going to be interesting.
Protecting his pieces, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, they're both playing really well. You know, they're both doing well. As I'd expect, it's a good final. You know, we had a few talking points already. We got the second half, and I'm so glad he's still got his wizard, so we've got that excitement. He's still got just about enough players. I bet money he could have had a one die with a leap with one GFI. Don't forget, he was spent
the fans are loving it. There's 2 star players on the pitch still.
Yeah. Although one of them's probably getting thrown rotten tomatoes and everything at him after failing to take care of the wolf.
Yeah, he's a big target for the tomatoes.
Yeah, maybe that's why he wears that black thing on. He's used to it.
Yeah.
But, man, yeah. So there's a pause here. This is interesting, because I know Jesse doesn't really like pauses, so unless it's... I don't know what's going on here.
Half-time break.
Full time. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's really an awkward one, this, because they're both great guys. You know, I love them both, and whichever one would win it would be where the winner. I think the reason why a lot of people have gone for Serious Jess is because NTB's won it. I think that's one of the main differences. Personally, I like that, by the way, what he's done with his Mighty Blow Claw piece. Now all of a sudden, if he does Frenzy, the Frenzy's going to come right into the Rat Ogre. I like that. Everyone needs a smoke break. Even if they don't smoke, they're going to have one. Oh, I can imagine NTB's got his list here, he's got his plans, and that's not whack. Right, next plan, half-time plan. Tell Jesse I need a smoke break. Yes, that'll rile him.
Yeah. He needs the mind game.
Yeah. Best four. Well, I don't know about that, but they are the deadliest four. You know, that player pool usually breaks everybody. I think that's why they don't get as many winners. But it wasn't that long ago that Beers won it, and if Jess wins it, you know, you might have a point, Beers. But you know, I mean, obviously, I presume Jess will be the happier of the two. But while he's got that one turner,
I think so.
While he's got that one turner, he has hope. Does NCB? So
yeah, I mean, all the important power players are still there for Skaven, so that's huge.
I mean, the Debt plays the only one really, but you know, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
If someone turned around to NTB and said, "Wait, it's gonna be half time. It's 1-1. You've got 2 injured rats. One of them's DP, the one's a loner rat, and you got a loner rat knocked out. But all your other good pieces are all healthy. You've still got 2 appos. You'd be happy with that."
Definitely.
Too many winners now. It's not as special anymore. Gold names are everywhere, and the Necromantics get an appo. I wish they did an appo.
Coaching.
Gold names are everywhere. Yeah, well, you know, I blame that on people like you, Stu. I blame people like you, because if you won it all the time, then there wouldn't be as many winners. You know. So you've got to take responsibility, Stu. If you'd have played every season, won every season, then you wouldn't have this problem. You know. Just saying.
I think the Stu just liked it when he was one of the few that had a gold name, and now he's having to share it with other people. Yeah. It's not as special to him. You know, he's just a bit harking back to the good old days. The
good old days, yeah. I agree.
But you know what to do is win it again, and then you can get some more cups.
Yeah. Absolutely, then that's less people to have.
There's only one guy with 3 cups next to his name.
Yeah. So, you know. At least he valid point. Yeah, valid point. Yeah. He's like, okay, you got me on that, guys. You got me on that. I love that. I'm just not scared. Bless you. I'm just not scared. Only 2 Canadians with cups. Well, you know, Gerd is classed as United Kingdom, so United Kingdom's got 3 cups just by him. I don't know if anybody else has won one, but we'll take that. Usually in England, if it's a Scotsman and they're really good, we claim them as United Kingdom. If they're not very good, we claim them as Scottish. That's usually the way the English work. Is he any good? Right, it's United Kingdom. If he's not any good, it's Scottish. That's the way it usually works. I'll have that Mr. Murray for on tennis. When he loses, he's a Scotsman. When he wins, British. Talk about British. Here comes Rafi getting a slap. Oh, 5 rerolls. Oh, you'd be so tempted. Oh, 5. I don't need 5. I can use one, can't I? And then you dip skull, and then well played, Jesse. Decides I so much want to get him, but I know I'm going to get another shot at him, so I'm going to let him live for now. Oh dear.
So where does he put the ball when he's picked the ball up here? Does he sit deep with it, I think?
He can do what he wants at the moment.
Cage up, really?
I mean, the interesting thing is, he's got an agility 4-piece, or can pick it up on a 2+, or you can risk it with a 3+. He has got 5 rerolls. But if he fails to pick the ball up, then the pressure comes on him, doesn't it? Oh god, this poor guy's going to get slapped.
Yeah. It all depends where the ball scatters to.
Oh, there's another one gone. That's not bad though, 1k out of 3. Oh, out of 4 hits. That's not bad.
Just another loner.
Yeah. I think
that's what they're there for.
Happy. Yeah, he'll be happy with that. The only problem is that's what they're there for, but when you ain't got any left... the loner will take the hit! What do you mean we got no loners left? I want a refund! They didn't do the job right! I think you could see the gutters swarm this backfield. That's what you're going to see. If he dawdles, you're going to see some... This is Sparta moments from these gutters. They're going to come flying through.
Yep. Last game of the season, they want to go out in a blaze of glory.
That's nice to play upon Jesse, but they'll still smash down the right flank. Oh, look at that, though. Wolf's like, I know we're in trouble. I've got this.
Safe hands, safe pair of hands, cruel intentions. He hasn't got safe hands, but he has a safe pair of hands.
Yeah. So this is the next thing what we're going to see him do. Does he stay back, what he could do, or is he going to bring the house? That is the question. Because he can, because of his speed, he can get right behind them whites, no problemo. Because I think, as a rat coach, I'm thinking, I don't want him to cage. I can't let him cage. Do not let him cage. If I could stop it, like say with Wood Elves, I suppose, don't let him cage. Yeah, he can divide the team here, Gadley, yes. I like Gadley. Well, we don't because he's agreeing with us, so we can say, if NTB disagrees with us, we can say, well, Gadley said, and then we win the...
Well, we can now say, in our expert opinion, that he is going to divide the team now. That's the strategy that we, as experts, would recommend.
And Gadley proved...
We can say with confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We feel like we're 3-time champions now, don't we? We're like, we're going to just... we're just going to divide down here like this. Is that right, Coach? Yeah, down right there with Proud Arrow's in there. He's going to go here and he's going to go there. That's going to come over the top. And he's going to go 2-0 up. And that's all because of me and Wyatt. Not Girdley.
Keep that coming in the chat so we can use it and pretend it's our own genius.
But as soon as it goes wrong, well, he wasn't as Gadley said. He was Gadley. He wasn't as honest. This is bizarre. This is on the Fend piece as well, I do believe.
Okay, yeah.
I don't
Frenzy defend.
And that is smart. That is smart from...
Didn't use it.
Yeah, I like that. I love it when a plan comes together. That is... yeah. Where's he going now? He's not bust down this... I thought he'd have hit this zombie and then he just flooded the gates.
Oh, he's committing.
Well, okay. Why not here? I think it's because it's like, I've only got 3 guns and I don't really want to send that 1-turner down because I need that 1-turner. I don't want to hurt him. I mean, the good thing about the 2 apples as well, even a KO, it can appo that. I wouldn't risk a bib with the final on the line. And and this is where sometimes I think 1-turners, as we saw in various games, obviously so in the Blitz final as well, this is where they give you false confidence or your game plan changes. Because I'm almost saying if that wasn't a 1-turner, them gutter runners would have flooded this backfield, like Gardley said, and it'd have put the pressure on. I'm almost adamant that would have happened. And in fact, now he's going for... But again, he's sending... Oh, dear. Why GFI? I don't know. Now you're in a place where, dear, you're only AB7. Oh, what a... Oh.
You going to burn a reroll on that?
No. Oh, good job, I think, because there's another one. But again, I mean, I think... I mean, Gardner's in chat, so... To me, if you're going to put pressure on, bring the house. Don't bring one gutter runner who could just get picked off. It ain't going to do nothing.
No.
But again, I just feel he's playing into Jesse's hands here.
I love how the Stu says that's what I would do with my elves. I think he's just you could just copy and paste that. The Stu just put it after everything Girdlier says.
Well, I think that's the thing with rats, and I think that's what rats and Wood Elves do. They know they can't. If they get cage, it's a lot harder to get the ball. And when they've got the speed and when the ball's so deep, I mean, look how deep the ball went. I mean, Jester's gone so far back that it's like, come and get me. And NTB's like, you know what? He's just been so nice. He's just letting Jester get away with murder. He's not bringing any pressure. I would have thought, he plays a lot of rats. I would have thought he'd bring the house myself. Only the reason I could think he didn't was because of the one turner.
It was a strange point when he followed up the fend, and then it seemed like that made the decision for him to now, okay, we're going to base up over here, when they could have all ran around the sides.
Oh, there we go. And the thing is, as well, you see, he had frenzy, so he had to follow up. And Jess made a perfect thing, and all of a sudden he just seemed to like, oh, pants.
I think that's mind games there.
I would have, yeah, I once said the same. It's true. Yeah, I would have punched a hole and screened his team from ball carrying. Yeah, I think everybody would have. And the thing is, as well, is like what we've got to say is this is their last game. NTB has gone out of his way to say this is their last game. So it doesn't matter if they die. If they die winning the cup, then But to me, they just. If I'm Jess and I'm in control of NTB's players, NTB's doing what I would want him to do. Come and base up, let me hit all your players, don't put any pressure on the ball, and we'll be alright. And that's basically what he's doing. I'd even be tempted to boot the gutter while he's on the floor. I don't know, I don't know, I just think this is all to do with... there's another one. He's KO'd.
Another KO.
And now, it's like, now what you're going to do? You were so defensive. Now what? You've got nothing. For these next, how many turns you've got, I just don't know where you go from here. Because he's now going to be able to just chill out, is the Wolves.
Yeah. And if the Wizard ends up being a bit of a dud, suddenly the whole landscape changes.
Yeah, and look how many hits Jester's getting. He's getting hit on hit on hit. He's got a power on this guy. Now he's going to get a hit on the Storm Vermin as well. And there's another one gone.
KO.
And again, it's like, that's about 4 hits you've given him there. And I like to see AV7 punished this way. I won't lie. I love it. I love it when AV7 and AV8 think they can be like orcs or be like dwarfs and try and think they're hard and base up against nasty killers and that gets snapped in half. If you want to base up and be nasty, rats aren't really the piece to do it with. And now here's another one getting hit. Luckily this time he gets away with it. He might even go for the reroll here. He might be like, in fact he can't. He just pushes him, gets another hit. And these rats are getting pounded and pounded and pounded and another pounded and another one goes down. These are not AV10 rats. They'll only take so much.
I think Jester's going to want to keep this advantage now. I don't think he's going to be in any hurry to score. He could be thinking now, okay, 2-1 could be the final score here if I can keep control.
That's another armor break. But what I'm saying is now, it's gone from the rats could have hunted his ball carrier, it's now going to be, let's hunt the one turner. So by protecting the one turner, it's now put the one turner in a lot of trouble, because he ain't going to be able to hide him for another 6 turns, and he hasn't got enough players to protect him because he keeps basing it with them. And Bears will tell you, because when we have our conversation in Blitz, is I do not like people basing up. Unless there's a reason to. And I think Jester's outplayed... Well, has he outplayed him? He's just took his hits, I guess. But look at this. I mean, this is a lot of removals. A lot of these removals didn't have to happen. That's what I'm trying to say here. There's a lot based up, and I agree with what you said. He went with the frenzy piece. He expected him to use fend, and Jester's like, no, that means you're going to, and he seemed to, like you said, oh no, I'm going to have to... and now look what he's doing. Now he's bringing piecemeal down. He's bringing like these gutters when he could have brought the full team down. And all of a sudden now, this is, it's not a threat now. I wouldn't. Is he going to use the Wiz and Prayer? I don't know. I think it's played into Jess's hands this half, most definitely already.
This is a good, well-built Necro team. This is what they want. This is exactly the situation they want, just to grind the other team down now.
Yeah. But basing up and letting him have
control.
3 hits. And now he's thought, you know what? I can't protect him, so I'm going to bring them all. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if we see the wizard come now. I think he's got to pray the wizard comes off, and it breaks armor, and he's going to use the other gutter runner to try and shield off the other wolf. I'm almost certain this is going to happen, and he's going to do this because of the predicament he's put himself in. Although
he knows that.
Yeah.
That strength 6 rat will actually hold those players in place there.
Yeah.
At least 3 of them.
That gutter runner needs to be on the other side, though. Really. There we go.
Here it comes.
And he does break armor, and it's a stun. It's a good bounce if it could be for Jesty, but that is the stun. He like Alma did in the previous game. He gambled on the armor break. This time it does work. But again, I don't think that's good play. I think that's a desperate play, and he's good enough to realise NTB that was probably his only play, because he doesn't need the wizard for a 10-16 attempt. So he did as good as he could, but now we're going to see loads of things get swarmed over here. They're going to take out the Rat Ogre first.
This is the thing with the Skaven as well. With their backs against the wall, they always have some kind of crazy play that can work, and this could still work.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it was the right call from NTB. It realised the predicament he was in and goes, right, this is the only shot we're going to get. We've got to pray to another will break the armour. I mean, it's still, I would have liked to have seen this go and come to the other side of the wolf, because that wolf is an agility 4-piece, and he is strength 4. But he's given himself a chance now. He's given himself a chance. At least he's put some pressure on Jester now. Jester will not like the predicament he's in now. So finally we get to see... He just frustrated that why couldn't he have done this a turn before? He would have been in so much better position. But he's put himself with a chance, because he's going to be able to... See, the great thing here, he cannot hit with a wolf. He has to dodge with a wolf. So he's only going to be able to hit one of these 3 gutters. That means there's going to be 2 left to hit. Smart play from NTB.
He's going to go for the 1-turner surely as well.
I don't know. I would be more worried with the strength 3 wrestle piece, because I've got a gamble that I'm going to pick this ball up with my wolf, and I'm strength 4. That gutter's strength 3. So, and he's the chance he can get
and wrestle. Yeah,
exactly. So he's the worry. So he's the guy who's got to go. The other 2, if I pick the ball up, it's a red die. I ain't bothered about a red die. I've got blodge. So he will go for the wrestle piece, I have no doubt. If he gets him down, though, that's the thing. He doesn't defend. Oh, now, very smartly played from Jesse. Straight in there. He didn't panic and go for, I must re-roll that, because he needs that just in case there's some shenanigans with this wolf. Who doesn't have has dodge. Why do I think these wolves have got dodge? I don't know.
Yeah, so he doesn't have dodge that one.
Yep, and picks it up. Now the problem he's got now is there is 3 gutters. All 3 of them, at the moment, can get to him. I think, if I've got that right. So he'll have to screen off now. He's managed
to move back just in time there. Again, really the pressure of the time.
Yeah, but to be fair, this was a hard turn for him to. Oh, he's gone for sneaky.
Ooh.
Oh, he's just used them nice skulls. What was ready for NTB, and NTB's like, thanks, bro. I didn't want them. Nice couple of ones. Oh, 1, 1, 2, 1. Wow. Jester's playing. Hell yeah, he certainly is. Everything was going well. Now all of a sudden it's not going so well. But now NTB's got to decide. And this is the thing what I talk to people about is in the MML you only get 2 minutes. Even in the players you only get 2 minutes. So it's really, really, really hard to think. It's a massive pressurised game, and you've only got 2 minutes. He's got to figure out. He's got to try and get a 2 die here. I think personally.
I think the key for the 2 minutes is to be basically planning your turn fluidly while you're watching the other person play, so that when your timer starts, you already know basically what your first few moves are going to be.
I mean, the problem is, does he trust his gut to do a 3+? I'm starting to give stuff like this. Without dodge, 1 dice wrestle is okay. Yeah, but he's gonna. Is it?
Oh, here we go.
6, 7.
It's gone the long way around.
That's what? What?
It's a couple of going for it.
Well, I hope it works for him, but that's risky. It's worked.
It's a risky biscuit.
Risk it for a biscuit. Now we're gonna get 1 dice, so we're gonna go with the 2 dice. This is good. The problem is though, if he goes for the 2 die and he wrestles him on the floor, he hasn't got anything to pick the ball up, so he might have to go for the 1 die. I think I am gonna. Here we go. 1 die surely. Yes, it's the 1 die. Gedley, please agree that was the right call. This is it. This is on the line. He gets the wrestle. He got it, and the ball will come down. And thankfully for the NTB Rats, it doesn't go into the hands of the other girl who goes, "Oh, I don't want to do this." And it's now do not roll ones, and we've got a game on our hands as Hot Dice himself come back to take the lead. He needs a 2+ first of all. He then needs a 2+ to catch the ball, and then I presume he'll probably need some 2+ to score as well. 23 seconds. This is where's he going? He's gonna base. Yeah, all right, base it to 24 piece. You've got time to do that. He does. Nicely played. It's all on this. Don't roll ones and you'll be all right. First one's good. Here he goes. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. That's 9. He got it. He gets it with a 6. He's got a. It's a GFI. A GFI from Glory. Don't roll double 1, and he does. And we have a game. It's 2-1, and this sprint dash has put the Rats into the lead 2-1, and I'm just about to have a heart attack. And relax. Yeah, quite easy touchdown that, wasn't it, really? Never would.
That was gutter runner shenanigans.
That was a great play. I love to see great play being rewarded. Jesty was like, the Golem's, he's not happy. He's cutting. What do you mean we're gonna lose? I was having a snooze. Better come and crack some skulls. How many come back? All 3 come back. Which 3 come back? Heartbreaking. Hot Dice. It wasn't Hot Dice though, was it? I'm gonna defend MCB. It wasn't really. It was 2+.
It was a good play.
It was a good play.
Heartbreaking for Jest, definitely, because that turn was going well. He forced him to make the riskier play, I think.
Yeah.
Use the wizard.
It was. I mean, it was unfortunate for Jest. I mean, the big thing was in breaking armor. That's where it went down. If that armor didn't break, that would have been all right.
Very true.
Yeah, the Rats actually, I think the first 6 hits removed 6 Rats, I think, or 5 Rats were removed and 1 stun. But they have slowed down a bit. Then they're just starting to slightly pick up again, and then they're back. Now, what this means now is that even if Jess scores 10-16, NTB will have 1 turn, with that 1 turn if it's still alive, to score and win the game. So now I would expect these Rats will be very defensive and go, all right, go and score. I don't care. We're going to take this to 10-16. You know?
Yeah. This feels very much NTB's game.
Yeah.
But like we said at the beginning, anything can happen in Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. Clown Zombie said, "I'm surprised left him out in the backfield." I was as well, to be fair. He was by himself, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, the thing is, Alma did something very similar, didn't he, in the semi-final? Maybe just think, you know what, I'm going to risk it, because when Alma tried it, he didn't break armor, and he was a bad wizard, and he got called it was a bad wizard. This time, I think it didn't. NTB knew he had no other option. He had to use the wizard there. He had to use and pray for the armor break. Because he knew if he got the armor break, there was a chance he could get the ball. It was brilliant play from NTB, because I thought the first part of the half he just played it all wrong. But because he played it all wrong, he got it all right then. But it's really, I mean, it is heartbreaking for Jesty. I think he's been in control most of this match. But, this isn't his first rodeo. He's still in this game. He can still definitely take this into overtime. He's got to try and hold that 1 turner now. That's the problem. So, yeah, I think this, as a neutral, I've got to look at this as a neutral. For a neutral, this is the best thing what can happen. I'm good for Jesty, but for neutral, this is how this game gets better. Because it was going to the point that it was going to be a 2-1 grand, and then we're hoping on a 1-turner. Now there's so much more what can happen. And Necros get another reroll, so they've absolutely now got 5 now again.
Well, the fans are trying to spur them on. They haven't given up.
The guy there who's put his mansion on the line, expecting a Jesty to win it because they've never lost yet. He's worried now. He's worried he might be in the boathouse by the end of this game. And again, another arm break comes in. It's another KO.
And Jerry Maguire's on the bench, which is not the choice that maybe I would have made.
Oh, now then, has that tilted him? Did that tilt him? Because that is an error. He would be on the pitch. There's no reason why he wouldn't be on the pitch. And you know when I said about, NTB has been trying to get into Jest's head. Trying to get into his head. Has he now got into his head with that? Because everything, if I'm Jesse, I'm thinking this is all going really well. Everything's going well. There's hardly any players on the pitch, and then boom, armor break, one die, score.
Yep.
But Jesse's got to think, look, I'm still in this. The wizard's gone. I need to make the ball safe and go and hunt that 110 if I can. The only problem is he's got 2 appos, and obviously if you do knock out the gorilla, he's going to use... Oh, no, I think he's got 1 appo now, hasn't he? But he will use the appo on a knockout, I'm almost certain. It would be crazy if he didn't. But we'll see. It's going to be interesting now because the rest are going to try and protect the 110er. Meanwhile, Jesse's got to somehow protect the ball, score, and try and get the 110er. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think we're going to see the Ghoul probably carrying the ball now. It looks like he's got him at the back.
Yeah.
So the Wolves will go hunting.
Yeah, and that's the smart play. But yeah, this game's got tasty all of a sudden. This has got really good really quickly. And this is it. Finals are never ever easy to win. Yeah. Stu saying Jess West's enemy has always been himself, so NTB might have succeeded there. Yeah, well, I don't know, it's hard to say because, I don't know what you can say. It was unfortunate. If that armor doesn't break, then Jess is in a good spot, isn't it? But that's Blood Bowl. It is. We've all played it long enough to know that double ones happen, crazy armor breaks happen, and obviously the bolt does come with Might Blow as well. So, but as a neutral, this is what we wanted. Definitely what we wanted. Because we know we might get overtime. We all like overtime.
Yeah. I think we'll see a foul in a minute as well.
Oh, no! And the Wolves like, God damn it, you had one job, pick the goddamn ball up! And Justice now, he's looking at his controller. And he's like, window, controller window. He's looking for something to strangle, I think. But luckily for Jesty, they're in a very defensive position, these rats. Maybe it's a deliberate trap. Oh, look, I've dropped the ball. Come on, you 110er. Come and get it and then kill the 110er. Maybe it's a very clever ploy from the Necromantics. If I'm NTB, I'm like, nah, you're right. Can have another go and pick the ball up, mate. I'm staying here. I ain't going nowhere. My 110 is protected.
I think what he'd be most disappointed with is that he didn't get to do the foul that turn. That he was obviously geared up for.
Yeah.
So that's a shame.
Oh, here we go. Here he goes. What we gonna? Yeah, and this is what I expected. To be fair, he's gonna go down one flank again, isn't he? Yeah, blitz. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where are we going here? Juggernaut. Okay. I'm interested.
Not a lot happening there.
No, not really. Bit of a damp squid, really. He put the friends piece there, thinking, "Ooh, what are we going for?" Oh, why?
He's followed in.
Why would you do that? Why did?
He's doing this again.
Oh, he's doing it again. He's doing the same thing. Did you not learn from the first time? Did you not? I think what it is.
He might be thinking first time it worked.
Yeah, but it didn't
Maybe
really.
we're missing a trick here.
What he's doing is like, oh, you lot, pile them wolves. No, he's put the goal that way. I thought he was going to go the other way with the goals. I thought it's like, I'm going to base everything up. And then, no, I get what he's doing. He's basing everything up so his gutters can go hunting again. I sort of like it, but at the same time, I fear for these poor rats. See, that's why Han wanted to leave, because he got, no wonder there was nothing left of him by the end of his career. Here, base up, but he's got...
Maybe where... NTB is trying to keep the energy up. He knows that Jess now is thinking, I have to take this game to NTB, and NTB is saying, you know what, I'm going to keep taking it to you.
I don't know why he's gone there, though. I just don't know why. Why would you...
Pressure. He's putting the pressure on.
But why would you... Well, I don't know. I'm losing it.
Making him roll dice. He's relying on those hot dice, maybe.
Yeah, but why is he putting
And maybe he's
sidestep
seen
there?
that the Flesh Golem's off the pitch, Jerry Maguire's off the pitch, and he thought, I'm going to take advantage.
We know what happened there. Jerry Maguire went, show me the money! And Jess went, no. So he was like, screw you then, I'm coming off the bar, going on, sorry. Obviously you can't win without me, I want my new contract. And he said, I ain't showing you any money. He goes, well, I ain't showing you my skills on the pitch then. So he better get that contract sorted pretty quick. But yeah, it's a bit of a piecemeal again. I just don't understand what's going on. Because
that makes a good point. He doesn't care what's left because he's going to retire the team.
Well, we said that. We did say that, but he hasn't really played like that. To be honest, I don't think this is the reason why he's. I felt like he based everything up, and here we go again. He based everything up so he could bring his 3 gutters to try and get the ball. But in the end, what he's done is put 1 gutter there, fair enough. The other one's basing something, what is always a scare. And then obviously the 110 is going, you know what, I'm running away. I honestly thought he would go down the side cage and pull all his players like he did, when he would score 10-2. That would have been the safer way to go. And then try and score 10-16. I don't really know what this achieves, apart from giving... Maybe his plan is to tire out Jess's team because they've punched so many things, and eventually fatigue will set in. Maybe. I don't know. That's the best I can come up with. But NTB...
He wants to... He wants to see as many of those red circles as possible. He's making his players just stay put. I think that seems to be the plan, and then hopefully, I guess he's going to go for the 3-1. It's the only other reason I think.
Well, but then look what he's done with his sidestep. He's gone backwards. It's like I don't know. I don't know what he's doing.
He could have advanced down the pitch there.
Well, you say that, Daipan. That's a very good point. What's dead can't get tired. But I don't know. I don't know. That goal probably feels a bit like, maybe the Necromancer's so tired by giving him all these powers. I'm going to switch to that because he has to use the powers every time they hit. So that poor old geezer, he's really tired. He's very, very tired. That's my excuse. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He's putting everything in there. NTB never scared to do stuff like this. What is always good. No, he doesn't. That one doesn't. But I honestly thought it was going to hunt with that wolf. I honestly thought that wolf's going to splat the gutter runner. I really did. Without having tackle. I ain't safe in the gutter. There's no way that's getting safe. It's only you can't frenzy 3 squares. Only 2. I mean, he's trying to put pressure on to a certain extent. Is NCB he just doesn't? Oh my God! Sure, hands have to go in there. Now we're back to the yay. We're going to go back to the ground again. But now all of a sudden, what NCB's done? His plays are all over the place. There's some. Oh, there's one leaping as well. Oh, nice. But he's failed the dodge. He's got to re-roll. He's after that 1-turner. Come here, 1-turner. I'm coming for you.
That's it.
Here he goes. Here he goes. Oh, he does a block, so he gets to it.
He's got frenzy.
He's got frenzy. Is there another push to be made? Does he use all his? I don't know. Here we go. And he gets it with a pow! Time to die, go! Yes, here we go. This is huge in the end.
That's it.
It's a stun.
It's just a stun.
Wow. Well, there you go. Well played, Series Jess. That's all I've got to say.
Yeah,
that was quality. Move. Get the ball in the cage, tag the other gut runner, leap over, smack the other one. Brilliant, brilliant play from Series Jess. And that just proves what we were saying. You either come and bring it all, or go down the side and protect your one-turner. In the end, he left his 1-turner there to get hit. Yeah? Yeah,
and we'd love to see a leaping wolf.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
And Jesty back on that top form again. He had a little hiccup a minute ago. He's back on. He goes for the gutter runner. And NTB, to me, is playing. He's toying with Nuffle. He's toying. He's basing stuff up. He's coming. He's going. He's leaving his pieces to be hit. And double skull straight off the bat.
With the loner.
You've got to take that, I think. Oh, man. There's surfing and there's all sorts. And the loader comes in out and let that go, if I'm being honest, and he doesn't, and he's bent a reroll, and all of a sudden, Series Jess now is getting himself into a good position. The other gutter runner can now get safe if he wants to, and all of a sudden, this game has turned really, really quickly. Just like any good game of Blood Bowl.
Fans, they have gone quiet. They were not expecting that from their star player. They're starting to lose a little bit of faith.
Yeah.
They know that they've got the game, but anything can happen when you're rolling double skulls.
Yeah, and obviously the Big Rat, he let him down in the first half of that JFI, and now the double skulls from Big Rat. So yeah, that is. Oh man, that is. Oh, he's got to get a booting on that. That wolf's going. Come on, you stupid zombies! Come and help me boot this governor. I am booting him. I guess that off. Someone else come and boot him. I can't boot him.
Yeah. You can surf maybe the governor now.
Yeah. And now he's going for the claw piece, and the claw piece is going down. And this is what happens when you try and bring some little rats to a big brawl. Doesn't usually happen didn't come out very well. Man. the rats you feel like saying, don't get up. The Big Rat's just like, I don't really see the problem, I'm just stood here. I'm scared of no one. Big Rat's like, I'm going to eat one of these in a minute. I mean, personally, at the moment, depending what Jess does, if you don't bring any pressure, that gut runner staying on the floor. If you want to foul me with a werewolf, be my guest. Be my guest. You've got no brab. Have a shot at it, mate. Because I ain't getting up just for you to splat it. The problem is if he KOs it. Because then... Sorry if he KOs it 10-15, because then obviously if he wants to foul it again on 10-16, then he's putting his title on the line. Would be very brave. But yeah, this game's getting good. It's getting good. Everything's going.
I think he moved more. He's moving his pieces over there, so maybe someone else can come along and do the fouling. Because I think he wants to keep that frenzy tackle piece.
Yeah, he's just got to be a bit careful here though, because that cage's going to be based up with a strength 4 frenzy piece.
Yeah.
I know it's got stand firm, but it would leave a gap. It probably would be a red die, but you just never know. You just never know. In fact, depending where it goes there, that's better. That's a lot, well, I'd say it's a lot better. Actually, quite isn't. He needs that J5, doesn't he now?
Yeah, I
think
the
wolf is... Well, I'd be amazed if NTB stands that bad boy up. I'd be trying to screen off his whites to make sure he can't foul. That's a nice pow for Cruel Intentions. And he gets him. Ooh. Oh man, he was praying. He was praying for an injury there and try and get. If that was injury, he'd have let that go. I guarantee he'd let that go because he needs that Apo for obviously his one turner. There's gonna be one die if he wants it. Go! He gets it with a pow. Lovely bit of powage. And there, that goes that guy down. Oh, this game's getting good.
Serene pals.
That lovely zombie there is holding out up a nice 300k. Big Rat there. It's going to be interesting to see what they do here. I mean, he could blitz with the guy who just upskulled and then get the Big Rat Ogre as a roadblock against them 2 whites. That would be pretty cool. That would help his gut run on the floor. He needs to keep that gut run off. Just keep him down. Here we go again. Yeah, that was the right call because it can help. Oh no! Whoa! I know he's done that. He wants a tag on the ball, but I think it might have been better to. Although it could maybe I don't know. Possibly. Big Rats could get in there, I guess. Let's see what he does here. See, because I would be thinking, I've got to stop them 2 whites from putting booting on my gutter. Because he ain't going to do it with his wolf, unless he's very brave. I'll tell you what I'd be doing. I'd be tempted to do with Big Rat. I would be tempted. Go on. Oh, he's gone. No, yeah, you want it on the other. You want it on the other. What do you call it? Big Rat. I wouldn't even take the POW first hit. I'd gamble and try and get a push, then a POW, just to get a preemptive tail on the ball carrier, who is only agility 3.
Trouble is
that. Oh, you can't reroll that. You can't reroll that. It's not that important. Take it like a rat.
Yeah.
You both go down.
It's got to go down.
Both go down.
There's no push there.
Oh, he rolled a loader! Why would you? Oh, wow! Well, he's burning through his rerolls. Like, that's 2 rerolls as used now, and now the room was needed. Let's be honest.
No.
I'm getting the fact. I'm getting it now that it's basically 10, 16 or never for the NTB rats. I mean, that's a reroll he didn't need to use. I mean, oh man, why would you? Oh. We've seen Jester play really well with his rerolls, like he's not panicked. And unfortunately, NTB has took it as an insult, like star players have let him down again.
Yeah, I think Jess could see here that there's some cracks forming in this Skaven team.
Yeah. Oh, that doesn't help. That really doesn't help him. Yeah, I like that Gut Runner to be on the other white as well. I don't really like him there, but the thing is, if he doesn't get him down, he will obviously hop onto the white, I would have thought. That's what I think he's doing. But yeah, that block by that Frenzy piece, that really is huge.
What do you think here? What if Jess decided to score this turn and give NTB 2 turns and give him the choice? Do you think that's a mistake?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think you've got to take this to 10-16. I do, honestly. He's got a wolf there. He's got enough players to make this as safe as he possibly. He could even get a cage if get a couple of dodges in. Unfortunately, though, he's not going to be able to foul the wolf. Not the wolf. He's not going to be able to use the wolf to foul the gutter. I will be trying to cage this up as best I can. I can't really believe he's blown 2 rerolls on learners when he didn't need to. I mean, 1 reroll now for the rest of the game now. Jester takes another rat out. Stun though only.
Yeah.
Although is he going to cage? I don't know if he's going to cage the way he's set up.
Just thinking out loud, because if he scored now, and then NTB gets the ball, if NTB does a 1 turn, it's the same as if he scored next turn, but he would get a chance to do a 1 turn back.
Well, yeah, but he's not.
Logic fail.
Yeah, but he's not gonna. He's not gonna. Jesse didn't want to give him 2 turns.
No. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. Oh, he's trying to hand off! Oh my God, what? Double 1! Oh my word! He had. Maybe he was thinking what you did. Maybe he was thinking, well, you know what?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I have no idea why he did that. I'll be honest. Unless he was trying to score, like you said, maybe he thought he didn't have the protection. I thought he could have made a cage there myself, looking at the numbers he had. But wow, okay. Yeah, even Daipan's like, wow, Drippers is loving it. Madness! Oof! Just Lob for the win now, says Trip. Trippers 1 in NTB. I think he's NTB's fanboy. Talking about a victory to someone. Well, it isn't. That's going to be hard to get that ball. He's agility 5 though. But guess what? He's only got 1 reroll left. So if he has to use it, he can't use it for 10-16 if this fails. And that's the thing about wasting rerolls. They eventually come back and bite you in the backside. And that hasn't worked either. This is an awkward predicament now. Because if I had 2 rerolls, I'd be tempted to go for this now. With 1 reroll, for the next minute, I am deciphering, is it worth it? Trip says it is. Die says it is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
He puts the sidestep next to the ball there just to make it difficult. That's good.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Trip. You have to decide, are you going to go for it with a reroll or not? Don't forget, though, this could backfire big time on NTB. Because you feel like he's got to try. If he can get it here, he can win the game. But if he fails it and he injures himself, then all of a sudden Jess is a favourite again. So this is really, and this is the problem with wasting 2 rerolls here. You know? Here we go. It's now or never.
Yeah, I think he's going
Has he got leap? Has he got leap this one? He has got leap. Oh, well, okay. Oh, but he fails it. Here we go then. Are you willing to
This
put
is the reroll.
This is your last reroll. This is now coming back. This is Nuffle saying this was your tough call. And he's failed it. And that now, all of a sudden, puts Jess in a huge advantage. And he has no rerolls now. He has no rerolls. And this is Nuffle saying, you wanted to test me burning 2 rerolls on loans for no reason. I'm going to make you pay for it. And Jesty, who messed it up, has now actually he's done an NTB where we thought we wouldn't have done that, but it's worked out perfect for him.
Yep.
Man.
And he's going to get the hit if he wants it. A big
yeah,
hit on
and he's going to get the hit. And the thing is now, any roll of a 1 really, and you're in trouble.
He's took it.
Oh, absolutely. I'd take the hit. Oh, but I was with his agility 4, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, I don't know.
So it's harder to pick up now. And he's only got the pushes.
I don't know now. I can't reroll that.
And does he reroll?
Oh, no, you can't. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Now he's got to get that
he's got to get a power
stepper off the goal.
Yeah, but he only can do that by getting a power. Here comes the super world. Oh, he's going for the one-timer! He wants the one-timer! And he's gone for the one-timer! Have that one-timer! But it's a stun! And he is saying this goal will make the dodge and will pick the ball up. Oh man, that's a brave call!
How far does he go with this?
This is a brave call because he hasn't got agility 4, has he? It's agility 3, so it's a 3+. If he one in hands the pick up, one in hands the dodge, we have a champion. Here we go! Oh, he's got to go with a white. It's a white agility 4, is he?
Yeah, well, he's got the reroll,
no,
so it's the same, I suppose.
Yeah, it is the same,
yes,
isn't it?
Yes, it's agility 3, but he just uses that reroll.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Here we go then, 10-16. Now or never, baby. Now, what Jess doesn't want is, it doesn't want to use a reroll, because that would be like, oh, there we go, you can have one as well. Oh my god, here we go, this is it. It's all on this white, what's his name? Bridesmaid. Oh, no, that's a terrible name for a guy to make sure you don't want to come second. It's a horrendous name. That's the last name I want to be picking the ball up. If I lose, I become the bridesmaid. Who's picking the ball up? Oh, it's my bridesmaid. Great. Talking about tempting
always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Oh my god, no, Justy. Oh my god. No, I can't take it out and playing the game. Oh my god, here we go then. What will Nuffle do? This would be cruel on Nuffle. If he makes the one in 9 and it's the bridesmaid who makes him the bridesmaid, this will go down as a cruelest prank from Nuffle. Oh man. He does know 10-16, doesn't he? He seems to be taking a lot of wanting to hit stuff.
He's delaying the inevitable, yeah.
Here we go. And he gets it.
He's done it.
And it's done. The bridesmaid saying, I want to get married. And it's and the thing now is, NCP doesn't have a reroll. And that's huge. Yeah. That is massive. I would have took that reroll. I definitely wouldn't have taken that reroll. I would have done it for 2.
And you called it.
I did call it. And this is it. And this is why, when I speak to Alma, I said to Alma, your weakness is you burn through your rerolls. And I tell you now, you burn through rerolls when you don't need to. They will come back and bite you in the backside. They will bite you. And the thing was, them rerolls he did not have to take. There was no reason to take them rerolls. He's going to turn around and say, well, big rat, if I'd have got it, I could have maybe have got a tail on him. But the problem was, he'd have had to have got a push, then he'd have had to have got the pal next time round or something. It was a small percentage play. And he only had the one reroll at the time, and I don't know what Jess was thinking. Because in a way you think, well, what was Jess thinking? Was he trying to score? But, oh, wow.
I think he was trying to score.
Well, he's a braver man than me. I would have just caged up.
I think he wanted to tempt NTB into doing the two-turn touchdown.
Oh, I would have quite happily
preferred that.
Well, I would have quite happily had the 2 turns if I was NTB. But now it's blown up in NTB's face because he's got no reroll.
Yeah.
Jester's now a massive favourite. It's crazy because... I don't get the handoff, although he's unlucky not to get it, because it was just like a 2+ needed, so he's really lucky with Jesty, but then, obviously NTB was like, look, I'm going to go and win it now. If it cost me the last reroll to get it, I will, but luckily for Jester, there was plenty enough on the ball, and he got his reward. Ah, wow. Well, this is going to be interesting. Now then. No rerolls.
Setting up the wall there, but he's got to run. Just walk right through it.
You shall not pass. Well, he does have a sure hands gut runner, doesn't he? I think he has a sure hands gut runner somewhere. Or does he not? All right, he doesn't have a sure hands gut runner. No, okay. Well, okay, then you better not roll any ones, is all I've got to say.
So 2+ pickup, potentially 2+ pass, 2+ catch.
Yeah.
And then he starts the run.
Well, one thing we can agree, it's been an amazing final so far, and I've got a feeling we may have another 8 turns of this.
I think this could very much be going to extra time.
I think Nuffle might.
He can't. Yeah. He can't roll a 1 until he gets to the dodging phase and sprinting.
I mean, like I said, there's 2 ways of thinking there. You either burn your reroll and go for the win there. I would have kept that reroll because I'm thinking, you know what? Doesn't matter. I expect him to score anyway, so it doesn't matter. I need that reroll. I need that reroll. I so need that reroll for 10-16 because statistically, I need that reroll. I would have just done. I don't care. I need it. There's so much what could still have gone wrong. He got the leap. He's a 3+. Then he'd have to dodge out. Yeah, well, probably 2+, but then he'd have to punt it. And if he rolled the 1, then this scrambled. There's so much, and I'm like, nah. I'll keep a 1 because I know I need that for 10-16. He doesn't want perfect defense. Doesn't need a rock. Quick snap. Well, that helps. Oh, it's a great kick though. That is a beautiful kick for Jesty. That is really nice. We're gonna.
That is right where he wants
it. I mean, NTB wants this coming back to him. He does not want this going into the end zone because that means it's an extra square. I wonder if he might pass and then hand off and all this shenanigans with the other gut runner. Well, you might have to. It's going to be easier than. It's going to be easier than that.
With the reroll, he may have been thinking of protecting the 1-turner player as well. Because if he'd have picked it up, okay, then he wouldn't have got hit like he did the next turn.
Mm. Yeah. No, yeah, I'd have a right to go for the ball. I just wouldn't have used my last reroll. If I had 2. You see, the thing is, I would have had. Yeah. I think most people in chat would have had the 3 rerolls still because they wouldn't have risked the loaners because there's no reason. I sort of could understand. Look at that. That's a nasty bounce. I could understand the first one, a gut reaction, first hit. Oh crap! I need to reroll. I get them ones, but that rat one, that big rat was like.
If this goes to extra time, that's huge because those Jester's going to have 3 rerolls, and NGB's going to have none.
Yeah. Now I would imagine. This is going to be pick up, pass, catch to the gutter. That's what he's going to try. He rolls a 6, so that's not a bad start. Mm-hmm. This is a lot of dice without rolling a 1. You know?
Yeah.
Here we go. It can be done, but it can't have a 1. So far, so good. 6, 5. Is there a 4 coming up? This is... you know what? My heart is beating. And I ain't even playing this game, so I can't think of what these 2 think. 2+, 2+. And then, this is where Jess will expect to get help. Doesn't get it. Doesn't get it. Right, here we go then. Here we go.
He's in fact, it's all big 5 and 6.
2 pluses. All the way, innit? It's a 5.
Yeah, but I mean, the last dice has all been 5s and 6s. 6, 5, 6, 5.
He's got sure feet, hasn't he? He's got sure feet. Oh, he's doing that little dance for Nuffle. Now he's going there. He's coming through. Here we go. Here we go. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. It's the champion. This wing dash rolls so many 6s. Is the devil. And NCB does it, and he destroys all the Rat OP confirmed. Says Tripperus, and yet again that perfect record of winning every single game goes down in flames as NTB does what I said he would do: win the title. I was never worried. I told you he'd win it. Never questioned his play at all. Wow! Wow! What a final! What a final!
Well played. Well played, both coaches. That was right down to the wire.
Well, I don't know what to say. I tell you what, if that was me with a 110, I would have rolled a 1 somewhere there.
Do you think he closed his eyes? I might have just clicked and closed my eyes there.
It was a really bizarre game because both teams played really well for long parts, and then they had a brain fart. Send me a chat invite, Ben. I don't know. Do we want NTB in the chat after that?
Well, I'm going to go and
I might get lynched.
I'll let you chat to the coaches. But thanks for having me for a bit.
Hey, my pleasure, mate. Thanks for coming along.
Great game.
Cheers,
Fantastic.
Buddy. Right, bye. Go on, NTB. I'll try and get you in the chat. Are you on my friends list, NTB? I might not be able to find you, bud. I might not be able to find you. Let's see if I can find you. Oh dear, what a game that was. I love Blood Bowl. Why is it not? Oh, do I have to do it off? Do you know what? I've even got that wrong now. Give me a sec. It'd help if I invited you, wouldn't it? There we go. Invite players. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. I've invited you. I'll see if Jesse wants in on our what thingy him yet. Yeah, great game. Worthy final, as we've said. Went down to the wire. 110 is showing the worth again. What a game. I mean, like I said, I told you, didn't I? I told you my tips were a curse. Told you. I tipped him being in the semi-final, tipped him in the final. It's not a curse. Here he is, the new champion and 2-time winner of the MML Pros. Congratulations, NCB. Well, what a game that was.
I'm just going to say, first off the bat, before anything else, great game, serious jest. I had to massively raise the level of my coaching and concentration to even compete on a level with him and that magnificent team today. So full respect, and I think, I know I made some mistakes. I was ruining that fucking loner reroll on the Rogue at the end.
Yeah.
And I think I'd like to say, I don't know, it's a bit different being in it. I'd like to say that it felt like overall fair in terms of sort of, what we always talk about, dice and everything. We both did good things, we both made mistakes. It felt like a good competitive game. I kind of said to myself about 4 turns from the end that if I did end up losing it, I was happy with the way the game went because it didn't feel like it was shifted on like a really bad thing or anything like that. But yeah, just wanted to say Jesty is an MML and a Blood Bowl legend, and it's it was an honour to play him in the last game in the final. What way to go out.
It was. I mean, first of all, when you say about mistakes, you're gonna get mistakes in a final. It's high pressured. I don't think there's terrible mistakes, to be honest. There's a few things where we thought you based up a lot on, we thought you was going to be aggressive, then you didn't, and because you didn't, then you had to use a wizard, and we said, well, that was smart. It's so I realised, it's now or never with a wizard. And obviously if you got the armour break, you had a great chance, and obviously the armour break came. And then obviously you got that, and I think one of the things I was really annoyed with, if anything, was, well, disbelief more than anything, was the re-rolls on the learners. I was like, I could sort of understand if it was a gut reaction for the first one, first turn, dub skulls, but I was like, why with a Raug? And then, because then that put you in a really awkward predicament with when Jesty went for the handoff. Well, all I can think of, he was going to try and score there. I mean, Wyatt thought he was going to score. I was like, he's got to go to 10-16 because NTB's proven in the first drive he can score in 2 10s, no problem. But obviously then when you use that re-roll, we thought, well, the chance of rolling 1 are quite big in any of these, but luckily for you, your rats are well tuned and they got a win. I think personally, everyone enjoyed the game. It was a great game. You both played really, really well. There was a few errors, like you said, but you're going to get that. You're going to get that in normal games. So in a game, 100%. Like this, I mean, you two was under a lot of pressure, and we, but everyone in the chat loved it. I loved it. I thought, I mean, I like it when you get to the final because you had that great final with Alma. That was an amazing final, and then you've had an amazing final here. And you are, I know people are going about hot dice. Obviously, that is just banter. As you've proven again, very good coach. And like I said, both you played well, but at the end of the day, we have to have a winner. And obviously, the Rats go right off to the sunset as champions again. And that's great. And obviously, Jesty will come back next season and try again. I mean, I don't think there's anything you can say to Jest. I mean, he's won every single game, comes to the final, and he didn't do much wrong, and he still lost. And unfortunately, that's just the way Blood Bowl is sometimes. But yeah, I thought you played well, mate. I mean, like I said, there's a few things where we thought he was going to send the rats down, and obviously we had Gadley in the chat as well, so he was asking him what he would do, because obviously him being a rat coach.
Oh, fuck that. I mean, basically the complete opposite of what I did most of the time, I would imagine.
Meanwhile, it was like, well, we would have done this and we would have done that, and then was like, we better ask Gadley. What would you have done, Gadley? He was like, yeah, I'd have done that. Okay, we're right then. That's the way we had this winning joke. We better ask Gabe. Gadley says if he agrees with us, we know we're talking right.
In terms of so firstly, I really hope, because I know some people watch my games sometimes and do think, just got a bit of rat BS, and the rest of the time it's just me getting squished. I hope that was actually a decent game of Blood Bowl.
It was a decent game. Because
I know the Alma Jess game was a tremendous game, and I hope this, it got close to that in terms.
I thought he was better.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I thought this was a better game. I didn't think it was possible, but I can honestly say, hand on my heart, this was a better game. Maybe it's because it's the final as well. There's a lot more on stake, and well, you'll probably listen to it back. And we was thinking, why isn't he? I think when Jess was deep with his wolf, we was like Gadley me. Why he was all like, cut him off. You got a great chance to come off, and then you based up and you lost a few players and was like, oh my god, this is it. But then you were smart enough to think, right, I'm going to bring all my 3 gutters down. I'm gonna bolt him, and if I break his arm, he's in a lot of trouble. And that was really smart play from you. We thought because the way you played the turn before, he was like, right, I've got to go now. But it was the intelligence of knowing you had to go now. There's no point waiting until 10-16 for the wizard. And we thought that was really smart. And then the way you did it, it was great. Yeah, you got the 1 die, but you had wrestle, and then the other guy came and scored. It was a really smart play.
I mean, the one thing I do want to say is that there are multiple ways of playing Blood Bowl.
Yes.
And I was talking about this briefly with Gio earlier. And I, rightly or wrongly, and I know it's technically wrongly, I do assume that everything is going to come off. And I know that's the wrong way to think about it. And I think it's a subconscious thing. I don't even really... I'm just not naturally cautious when I play.
Yeah.
So I assume that if I put 3 gutter runners there and bolt the guy, that it's going to work, and that I'm going to get the ball off the wrestle. Yeah. Now, I know that's not how the traditionalists would say to play, but it is something, kind of, this whole season really is a bit of a lesson in positive thinking, and just trying stuff sometimes that you think, well, fuck it, this might not work. I know the term before I fucked up because I did base thinking that the strength and where I was positioning the players was going to work, and all I ended up with was like 3 or 4 guys in the fucking KO box.
Yep.
And I knew that I had 1 shot then because he moved the wolf up and he left the other wolf back, and you had 1 shot, and he was either going to have to risk a long bomb pass with the wolf or something, or the wolf was going to be stuck on his own.
Yeah.
And it was very much like I just went for it. It was like this is the opportunity. And sometimes I think with a wizard, and particularly you get used to it playing rats when you have it so often. But it's picking the turn that's the right turn to do it. And if it doesn't come off, it doesn't come off. But if you still pick the right turn to do it in, you can't complain too much.
Well, that's what we were saying. That was what we were saying with you. If that hadn't come off, nobody would have blamed you for that, because that was the right time to play it. And we were saying, while he's got that wizard, he's got a chance, and he's just got to pick his right chance, and that was the perfect chance. You weren't going to get a better shot than that. And like you say, your mentality is you're not going to fail nothing. That is the perfect mentality to have with rats. If you've got that mentality with rats, that makes you a lot better player, because you've got that. With rats, you've got to take risks. You've got to believe that whatever you do has got to come off. So to me, that's not a negative to where you play. That actually is a positive. Maybe with some other teams, maybe not, but with rats, if you can think like you do, I wish I could think like you do and think, oh yeah, I'm rat. I'm gonna. Nothing's gonna fail. So I think that's a positive. And like I said, there's a few things on the other side, but I thought basically both of you, considering it was a final, you both played very, very solid. And like I said, I liked it that you'd made an error. We thought it was an error where you based up on that, but then you were smart enough to get right. I'm bringing the 3 gutters. I've got the wizard. Because what he did, he kept the wolf back, but he'd sent the other one up. So it's like he's got no protection, and we called it. We was like, right, he's got a bolt here, and you did, and we was like, that's a smart call. You broke the armor, and whatever would have happened, even if the bolt was a 1, you would have got kudos, because that was the right call to use. And like you said, long as you come off the pitch knowing you tried your best, and if you lose, then so be it. You can't win every game, unfortunately. That's just the way Blood Bowl is. But I thought it was an entertaining game.
Yeah, the start of the game, I sort of was planning on a 2-turn, and then just as I set up for the 2-turn, and blooming go and get his wolf off the pitch. And I was like, well, I can't stall now because I've basically done all my moves and my one turner's on the sideline. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have liked to have stalled that out a bit longer. I managed to get this decent wolf off twice. He came back both times. I think Jest, I was looking at the armor breaks as 21-6. I think Jest will probably be... he removed a lot of my players off the field, but he didn't remove many permanently.
Yeah.
So he'll probably be a bit peeved about that. But it was even just having the knockouts though it was struggling. And as Sarah said in the chat now, saying getting stuck in with the star players. Yeah, I made the mistake against Fox of throwing Big Rat in too early, and he got killed in about turn 4. So I was a little bit suspect in the first half.
Yeah.
Second half, once I got to the second half, 1-1, I was like, fuck it. And I was prepared. I don't know what you thought of the end of the first half tactics, where I'd separated the White and the Ghoul and the Golem, and I was like, if I could take these guys out, you can have the score, rather than trying to stop the score. Unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Yeah. It was like, I thought you'd let him off with that, because and this is when we started with the guard watch, because the way he'd done it, he'd left, I think, his Wolf and a Ghoul, I think, up there, and with your speed with your gutters and everything else and Big Rat now, you could have just cut the full pitch off almost, so he couldn't have got a cage, and then he would have had to have scored and give you 10-8, but that would have put your gutters at risk. What you did, obviously, you went the way you did, but again, that's a good way to do it. And then you was really unlucky with Big Rat, because if he'd have got that JFI, that was a strength 6 with preemptive tail against an agility 3-piece, so he was unlucky. There was
a kind of backdoor plan on that. I was being a bit sneaky because I was kind of plotting the distance wise, and I knew that I could get Big Rat back there for a blitz at the end to base him up. And if you had made that GFI, the other line rat was going to come down and base the Ghoul. And you would have had a prehensile tail.
It would have been a red die, but it would either been a 4+ dodge or a red die, and neither is a very good thing. So like we said, we thought he was very unlucky there. So not everything went your way, is what I'm trying to say. There wasn't any really crazy dice. I think some of the lads, when you scored that, was it the second touchdown, going, hot dice. I was like, they were hot dice, they were just basically 2+. That's not hot dice, that's just not rolling ones. So you know what I mean? But
it wasn't too many either, because I had the reroll for basically I checked and there wasn't any tackle on any of the guys who dodged out, so that was all with the reroll. I had the reroll for the 1 die, and then obviously the pickup was a 2+, and then he had sure feet for the 1 go for it. So it actually wasn't that bad. There was rerolls for everything except the first GFI in the block, and I had a team reroll. So I don't know. It looked great because it all came off. But,
I guess it's that positive thinking. You're the positive thing. I'm so negative. I expect to roll 1s. So when I don't roll 1s, it's like, oh my god, I didn't roll 1. So that again. You're sort of like, what's the strength? To me, you're like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this, going to do that, and we're going to get a ball. Where to me, I would have been like, I would have probably still done the way you did it, but I was like, oh my god, I'm going to fail something, But like I said, so with you saying that, I think if you can have a positive attitude, that is a massive thing in Blood Bowl, because a lot of people lose games by tilting and having a negative attitude. So if you can keep being positive, and like I said, we thought you made a mistake, and the next turn you used the wizard, brilliant. I loved it. I was like, genius. You made what we thought was an error. You've realised this was your chance. He left his wolf down there with no protection with the wizard. Some people in the chat was thinking, is he trying to bait the wizard? And I'm like, well, if he is, it's a bloody... Because obviously Alma bolted the wolf in the semi-final and he got called for that. But there wasn't really any reason to bolt there. Where yours, there was definitely a reason to bolt. And obviously if it worked as it did, you was going to score. And I think really that was the turning point, because when that happened, I think a lot of people who thought who tipped NTB to win was like, yeah, we've got this. The 110 will get us home, if need be.
Well,
and it did.
I obviously as well, there's a certain amount of fortune, hot dice, whatever you want to call it, with the 1-turner not getting injured. Although I did still have the Apo. Yeah. So I was thinking all the way through that I was only ever going to use 1 Apo on other players, and then I was always going to save the Apo for the 1-turner, even if it didn't get used. That was just the mindset for it.
I would imagine if it was a KO, you'd have used it as well.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I'd have used it on anything in the end there.
Yeah.
Just anything to keep him on the pitch. For the final turn.
Yeah,
Apos fail. They do, of course they do. But again, you got to think positive. Like I think I'm a firm believer. Like if you play assuming an Apo's not going to work or a Wizard's not going to work and stuff, then that for me shapes your thinking worse than if you assume it is going to work.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I agree. I wish I could be as positive as you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like I said, I think everybody in the chat was loving it. There was highs and lows for both teams. Oh, we thought he was going to get it, then you was going to get it, then Jess was going to get it, and that's what you want in a final. And like I said, I love the Alma versus Jess game, but I think this was better. I honestly thought it was better. Like I said to you, it might be because it was a final. I don't know. I just like when there was mistakes made, the other team capitalised, and that's probably why I liked it a lot more. But well done. I don't really know what to say. No one in chat said much, really. We removed what? They've done about trying to take out the one-turner. I mean, he gave him the shot. You probably don't know if you realised he could get to you with that leaping wolf. There's not many leaping wolves about, but I thought he protected the one-turner pretty well, to be fair.
I mean, I didn't give that much away. I knew. I mean, thing is, in normal games, you're not facing Strength 4, AG 4, Movement 9, Tackle, Leaping Wolves.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to hide a one-turner from one of those.
Yeah.
So I did my best as much as I could, but I knew he was going to take some hits.
And it's just a case of pray that he doesn't get took out, and if he does, you've got the Apo hopefully to do it for him. I know some people in chat have said, he should have fouled with a wolf. Well, he could have done, but he had no brab, and if the wolf had got sent off, and he still had his Apo, so even a KO could have used his... It was a high-risk move, he could have done, but that's one of his best pieces, what could have been sent off. So I don't know.
He was going to do that, actually.
I don't think I would have done. I'd have just prayed that the one-turner didn't come off, if I'm being honest. But yeah, it is what it is. So your team can retire as champions. That's got to be a good thing, surely.
That is pretty cool because everyone said we should have retired after season 20. Because we were pretty broken then. And because of course the following season. I mean, again, if anyone wants to think about the joys of Blood Bowl rather than the kind of like grinding out victories, we won a season. We came back the next season and didn't win one game, and then we've come back the season afterwards and won it again. So, things can change that easily in Blood Bowl, and we didn't, we haven't done much to the team. We didn't make a transfer. I don't think we made a transfer this season, but it can happen. You don't. I guess what I'm saying is, we analyze it and we break it down and we worry about this and worry about that or anything, but all sorts of things can happen. Crazy things can happen. Like to go to sandwich 2 seasons of winning between one season of not winning a game. That's crazy. But it sometimes happens.
It's crazy.
And you just have to roll with it.
I'm a bit sad that they're going now, because all of a sudden you've won 2 of the last 3. You're going to be overtaking Gerd at this rate.
Yeah. Well, it's a shame. It's a shame Gerd's not playing in the pros next season because he spoilt the champions thing now because it does go Gerd NTB Gerd NTB. So it's Gerd's turn. But he's not there. So.
Disgraceful. How could he do such a thing?
I know, he's ruined it.
Disgraceful. But Clowns won't be saying NTB giving the speech at the end of Rocky 4.
Hold on, I'll just put it up and get it properly.
Oh dear. But
it was
it's an amazing game. I mean, there's a lot of people who feel sorry for Jesse, but one of you's got to win and one of you's got to lose. It's as simple as that, isn't it?
Yeah.
He'll be back. I'm sure he had a good season. But again, I think looking back, I think he got away. I thought he got away with the Rat Ogre a bit because obviously the Rat Ogre rolled the 1. I thought he was very fortunate there, but he didn't get away with leaving his wolf. I think that was the key, leaving the wolf right out there. Couldn't do now about the one-turner. He just got to pray to Nuffle for that. But I thought it was a good game. I thought you both deserved it. And unfortunately, we have to have a winner, and someone's got to be a loser. That's just the way the Blood Bowl is. And obviously, NTB won and Jesse didn't. But at least Jesse will be back next season. So he's got another chance, hasn't he? But yeah, I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to go and have some tea now. But
cheers,
really
thank you very much for commentating.
Thank you, my pleasure as always.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm glad we put on a great show. And again, just want to say, Jest is a magnificent player, and I mean I don't think I've concentrated that hard on a game, and that's no disrespect to the coaches I've played. It's just that was a tough one. Like that really was a tough game, and I'm obviously massively chuffed to come out with the wins, and the Rats can retire. Finally, they can put up their little ratty feet.
Oh bless them! Get polished that new trophy.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again. Thanks for everybody in chat.
Yeah,
We had
cheers,
quite a
man.
lot of people in chat watching this game. Great game it was. Credit to both of you and the MML. And we'll see you next season where there'll be a new champion because NCB ain't here. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.